There's a... Oh. Sorry.
Hello, everyone.
Sorry.
And welcome to Sunkissed. It wasn't my fault. I fucked up the intro this time.
I'm really sorry.
Here I am trying to eat a croissant in peace.
You could
Okay.
have dropped your croissant.
You could have dropped my croissant.
That wasn't a croissant. That looked like a slice.
What are you talking about? It's a chocolate croissant. They're
Doesn't
like
look good.
they're made.
Show it off. Come on.
Well, I've eaten most of it. It's like
That's not
Oh,
a
yeah,
croissant.
That's a
yes,
pan
it
au
is.
chocolat.
Okay,
That's a
chocolate
pan au-
croissants
that's
are
a
like
pan
in
au
the shape of
chocolat.
a.
No, it's not a croissant.
It's the same thing, okay?
You
And
are
I'm saying that as
Oh.
someone who is French, okay?
Yeah,
Like,
that's what I'm saying. Is you should be more proud.
shut the fuck up, okay?
I mean,
Sheepy.
there's not much to be proud
Friggin-
of being French, but
Oh,
food at least.
wow, we're starting here today.
Oh, yeah.
Okay,
Oh, yeah.
buddy. You know what? You want to die today? You want to die today? I'm the
Bring it.
GM now. Guess what? Roll for cooking.
That's the most Canadian I've
Bitch.
ever heard out of you. That's
Yeah.
brilliant. I love it.
I get heated, okay? Sheepy picks on me. And then on Mondays, I'm
Okay
very...
then, buddy.
Okay there, bud. Go for a rip.
A Vampire the
Down by the
Masquerade
creek.
5th edition TTRT.
We're professionals.
Listen, I don't know what's going on, okay? I'm just here. I don't even know. Hi, welcome to Sunkissed, a tabletop RPG that's actually based on Vampire the Masquerade 5th edition. Sheepy's the GM. We got 5 players. We're here, and I have not watched the snack shots, but you should.
You should.
Vandy
She was
just did,
not
like,
allowed to because
A better
reasons.
intro than Sheepy did.
Much better. So let's carry it on. Let's do all the player and character and cast intros, but Vandy does them. So
Perfect.
Chrys and also Tash. Vandy, go.
Hi. First up is Chrys, played by Tashnar. Tashnar is a partnered streamer on Twitch who does a lot of variety games. She's an excellent RPer. She makes really cool things out of resin. And look at those space buns. Check those out. She did those herself before the stream. Every single time. That's commitment. She also has an adorable cat named Bam Bam. All right, who's next?
Josh and also Cassius.
Josh, aka Gaming FTL. He has a really cool YouTube channel. He also does a lot of other vampire things. He is the Vampire Man. He's got a cool
2 YouTube
man
channels.
bun. He has got 2 YouTube channels. Yes, you're right. Which I will not name right now because too many words in my
Strange
head.
Gaming FPL.
Strange Adventures and Gaming FTL. Yes, thank you. Got it. Perfect. 100%. Definitely on it. He also had this really cool show called, starts with an S.
Strange Adventures.
Not Strange Adventures, the other one that just
Stitch of-
ended.
Stitch of Fate.
Leech,
Sunkissed,
Leech
Sunkissed.
starts with an L.
Sunkissed.
It starts with an L, not an S. Stitch of Fate and also Leech. Leech ended. Leech is very horny, so if you want to go watch that after this,
Peachy's horny, that's about it.
it's because Peachy's horny. Anyways, he's really awesome at vampire things. He plays Cassius Banks, who is a very timey-wimey kind of dude. So,
Excellent.
yeah.
1 point of order. Sheepy.
Yeah.
I know you've seen Leech, some of it at least, and no one can discount the horniness of Tuesday Grey.
That's true. As soon as I
Tuesday
said
Grey
it, I
is
was like,
also
wait a
horny
minute.
as fuck.
Tuesday was also, yeah.
Yeah.
Tuesday Grey is also horny as
And
fuck.
technically you as well, Josh,
And
considering
me.
you encouraged it all.
In the future, on the Valentine's Day episode.
Oh yeah. We did talk about this before. All right.
Hydra and also Alex.
Here, oh, wait, well, this is a new character. Okay, well, Airsick Hydra here used to play Mac or Marlowe, or both. But now, he's bringing in a new character named Alec, I see. Alec, yeah. So, Alec is new. I have no idea who he is, but I'm very excited to meet him. Hydra also does some really cool things, YouTube things, also vampire-related as well. Am I right? Am I correct? Am I good?
Essex Hydra and Roll Corruption.
And Roll Corruption,
There you go.
that's it. And he also has a really, really great Chicago accent that I still am amazed every time when he does it, and I used to think it was his actual accent until I realized he was from the UK. Next.
Vandy and also Tess.
Oh. Hi, I'm Vandy. I play Tess. Tess likes a lot of really fast cars. She's a Toreador. She also loves food because she's technically a werewolf also, who got turned into a vampire before she could turn into a werewolf. I also eat a lot of food on stream, which I'm going to be doing today because I'm starving and I just moved into a new place. What's up? And?
Bless you.
Bless you.
Almost sneezed. Almost sneezed. Nahari and also Tasachko.
Nahari and also Tasachka. She's the newest member of our cast, and she is definitely an amazing addition. And quite frankly, look at that wig. Hot damn. Tasachka also is a partnered streamer on Twitch. She does some really awesome things. I need to watch her stream a little bit more often. She also has a really cool gecko that is in that thing behind her. Nahari is a super cool character who lives in the shadows. She's got some dark secrets. Also, apparently a lot of money that we need to go get. So yeah, into that. Yeah, her skill set is like probably one of the coolest one of the coolest things I've ever seen. I'm so excited to make use of that. Like,
I also
get some shit done.
I hope that everyone here has watched What We Do in the Shadows. Speaking of.
Yes.
Yes.
You've watched it?
Yes.
Now? Okay, good.
So good. She also has a lot of like really cool cats. One of them looks like a cloud, a very, very fluffy white cloud, and she's super old and adorable, and she probably screams a lot.
The cat or Sachka?
Pika
Yes.
and Shinji.
Oh my god, she's in a box! Look at that! It's a cloud in a box! I love it. Alright, finally!
Sheepdog and GM storyteller.
I don't know who this guy is. Honestly, I've never met him before. He's kind of weird. He's just here sometimes. He just watches us. Always watching. No, I'm kidding. Sheepdog Gaming. He also is our GM. He GMs a lot of other cool things, including things on Roll For It. He's done Warhammer 40K. He's done Vampire. He's done how many other systems? A bunch. Anyways, he makes up his own systems. He's super cool. A lot of Warhammer. He does a lot of Warhammer. He also streams occasionally, and you should subscribe to him because he's a cool bean. And his prefix for his emotes is daddies. So
Completely by accident.
I mean, listen, what's there's no better prefix, really. Let's be real.
You can peruse such wonderful emotes that somehow still exist, even though Twitch has banned so many other emotes, like Daddy's Girl and Daddy's Love.
And Daddy's Surprise.
Daddy's
no.
Surprise.
Oh no.
It's just so wrong.
Oh god. Also,
Which
just
gave
another
you that
quick
prefix,
fact.
so...
Yeah, they did.
They did. Another quick fact about Sheepy is that he is very, very good at making very hot characters, and also RPing as really adorable / hot
Slash
women.
thirsty.
/ women. Yeah.
It's a little odd, yeah.
The number
Really?
of emails I've got is like, I'm hosting a private party. Could you maybe turn up as one of your characters? I'm like,
It's a pandemic.
But
Pay me
otherwise,
triple.
yes.
Are we quarantined for 12 days?
Oh my
so
god.
you're almost there, Vandy. All you've got to do is the recap, which is the bit I was looking forward to because it's been weeks.
Oh shit.
All right. Okay. Well, other than the wonderful, wonderful things that we
Wait,
did
I'll
in the
message
Halloween
you.
episodes. No, it's okay. I got this.
Okay.
Don't worry.
I believe you.
I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna vandify this.
I
Okay.
believe in you.
Okay. So, last episode, which was 3 weeks ago.
Huh?
Yes.
Things happened.
Things happened. We found out. So recently we found out that the old guard were actually fucking crazy. Okay. We found out that they were essentially Sabbat and trying to take over the entire city, basically by killing everyone. So kind of spooky, but we're not really entirely sure if they're gonna like kill everyone or if they're just gonna like assimilate everyone into there. It's kind of messed up. So we're trying to figure that out. Nathan Fortuna is still a creep. We are about to open our, or Tess is about to open her bar called Sticks and Stones. So we're in the final like little wave of that. Nahari's been trying to figure out how to find like how to get our money, and she was doing some investigation stuff on
The old god territory.
the old guard. Okay, well that makes sense. Yes, of course. Meanwhile, we had Marlowe essentially have a bit of a crisis of faith, had a bit of a conversation with his grandfather. I don't know, just like some ghost guy. Anyways, is not really sure if it's a real dude or someone in his mind. But anyway, he had to take off. You can check the snack shots for a little bit more info on that. And we're about to meet a very interesting new character. We also had Chrys and Nahari have a little bit of a sparring match, you know, little tussle. And Cassius is just always full of secrets. And we're always trying to figure out what the hell he's going to tell us and what he's not.
He also
I
had
don't
a
know
chat
what you-
with his
Grandpappy?
no
Soon to be dead children.
yes.
Oh,
his,
yes, and-
prospective progenitors.
Yes, his
Yeah.
I can't say
Prospective
that.
children.
Future kids.
Childer.
Future
Wait, progenitors
child's,
is the ones before, so it would be
When you're. You should know
Yeah.
that being daddy.
prospective progeny. There we go.
Anyways, he has to figure out who he's going to turn and when he's going to turn them. They're getting a little antsy to continue on his tradition in North America. Something Winnie was part of, possibly, I think. Was Winnie part of that? Yeah, he was.
Mm.
So, anyways, it's a whole mess. We got a lot on our plate, but I think we're going to start off after a crazy night of going to get things done or trying to get things done. I think we're all going to meet back at the coterie.
Okay. And thank you, Bandy, for that complete
What?
intro.
I'm gonna eat now. I'm hungry. Okay,
Yeah, you're
I've
good, you're
literally been talking for the last way too long. I'm gonna sit. I'm gonna eat my croissant. Okay.
That's fine. Yeah, I'll go for it. So,
I also have a bagel.
we are going to skip forward a little bit from where we were. Chrys and Tess have gone to hell to eat. You have partaken of the hospitality of Davine, and you may reduce your hunger down to 1.
I don't know. No, Chris probably wouldn't have at the time.
I think I already reduced my hunger down to 1. So
It's
maybe we did
possible
do that last
you
time.
did already do, yes.
Okay, never mind then.
I don't remember why mine is at 3, but it's at 3.
You were
Okay.
sneaking?
Oh yeah, that's why.
Yes, there was some sneakies going around.
Sneaky, sneaky.
And I believe Cassius was reading a book in the the salon basement, pretty much. You were looking into one of the papers, right?
Yeah, I was looking into all sorts of stuff. I've got a very neat little pile of things
Yes.
with Marlowe just written on the piece of paper on the top, waiting for him to come back.
Yeah. So, we will fade back in on the salon. Chrys and Tess have come back. And Nahari, you're on your way back, so when you feel you want to burst onto the scene, as it were, let me know. It is getting early, as in it's starting to get towards that time when you must bed down for the night, for the morning, for the day.
Well, I had a very productive day.
You watched us have a fight and then had a went to hell. So, is that productive for you?
Wow. You know, if you had a little less like hate in your heart, Chrys, maybe life would get so much easier for you, or unlife.
I don't
know?
think that helps with flesh monsters.
No, but you know, we can one issue at a time, you know. So
It's just so loud at hell. Okay.
well, I mean, it's a club. What else are you gonna expect? It's supposed to be loud. Also, I mean, they have good blood there. Whew. So tasty. Those boys are really like they're I'm pretty proud of Davine for finding like so many hot guys in one room. Like just hiring them all.
Do you think she pays them to work out so they stay buff?
You know, probably. Although she probably just pays them a decent amount and says in their contract that you have to stay looking like really good. Right?
Is that allowed?
I don't know. But I can't imagine they would say no. I mean,
we have a lawyer. We could always ask.
oh my god.
Sorry. Carry on.
I just thought that you were
Reading?
you were
I am.
reading. That doesn't.
I literally
okay.
didn't even see you there. Sorry,
That's fine.
I thought you were just a pile of books.
So yeah, you could ask.
If only.
P. Wilker, if you're
guys.
allowed to do that.
Hey!
Hurry.
Welcome back. Welcome back.
Thank you. So,
How was your night?
Interesting. Very interesting. I learned a couple things. I sort of had a conversation with a bird, kind of. Very strange. So there I was, just chilling on a rooftop, you know, being my sneaky self, and I didn't think anybody could see me there, but this raven landed next to me, and in my mind, I saw that I needed to get the heck out of there because it was dangerous. This like super intense feeling came over me, and that's what I heard in my head. So I'm not sure what this means. I don't know if maybe we have an ally there somewhere that warned me off. I was by one of the buildings where I think there's some old guard activity. I don't know. It's very strange.
What kind of bird was it?
I think it was a raven.
Ravens are bigger than crows. They're both intelligent. I think what sort of size was it?
I would say pretty big.
Okay.
I don't know what to compare it to, but like.
Was
big
it like a
bird?
turkey size?
Oh no, smaller than a turkey.
Oh no.
Oh,
Otherwise, that's not a raven.
that'd be a big raven.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
make the
might-
best chicken wings. I guess it'd be raven wings.
Anyway, do we want to get in contact with this person?
I don't know how we would.
I can summon as many ravens as we need until we find them.
That would work, actually. I don't know if I'd recognize that specific raven. Maybe.
And it worked last time. We called a bat, and then one turned up, and it was the one.
That was a fluke. Good one, but a fluke.
That was a Vlad.
Bloody flat.
I mean, it could be, I don't think I was followed. But I mean, I wouldn't be able to see a bird too high up, right? So, I don't know.
Okay.
But I do have some leads on a couple of places where there's definitely more old guard activity. So
Do it at like the park or something. I don't want to get like bird poop all over our place. I feel like that would look really sus.
It just looks around at the foxes that have been around.
we
I'm
could go
not
on the
terribly
roof,
pleased with all the little animals running around here. So
but they're so cute.
they poop everywhere.
They're
Then
pretty.
clean it up.
You clean it up. They're your foxes.
I do. I'm also trying to train them to poop in specific places, but that's time consuming.
You'll get there.
Potty
Eventually.
training a giant red rat. Okay.
No, they're not rats. They're not rodents. They're dogs, technically.
Whatever. They're not house pets, I guess.
And that's what makes them so useful.
Should we go to the park then?
Do we have time?
Probably not tonight.
Maybe first thing tomorrow night.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll put it on the list.
See, this is why I'm so grouchy.
Why? Because of all the
point.
foxes running around?
The list.
What list? I don't know what list this is. I just have a few things on my list, and most of them involve, getting glassware for the club. So, although I think
It's-
that's done by now, actually, now I think about it.
At some point, I'm gonna need to eat someone, but I guess I can wait until morning.
Oh, you should have come to hell with us. Oh, but you had a job to do.
Yeah.
All right, well,
I would have loved to another time.
if you go to hell, just say you're a friend of mine. I'll call Davina up ahead of time anyway.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm
well,
going to bed,
going
so
yeah.
yeah.
Okay. As everyone is heading off to sleep, please roll me a rouse check to see if you get hungrier.
Aw, beans.
Okay.
On Hari.
Tess and Nahari, you get hungrier.
I am gonna need someone to eat as soon as I wake up. Is that
So,
her?
yes. At the beginning of the evening, Nahari, if you'd like to curtail other options of things to do, you can head out quickly to go get something to eat. It'll take you out of the kind of early evening activities and possibly up to like midnight or so, but you may take you're on 4, right?
Yeah.
Unless you want to go on like a mass feeding spree, as in like, more than just like, catching someone and feeding off them in the street, go down to 2 hunger.
Okay.
And this is like you heading out and
Okay. Cool. Yeah, I'll just take a walk outside and grab a snack.
so Chrys, Cassius, and Tess, you wake up and are around the salon for a while Nahari is out searching for something to eat.
All right. So what's on your list?
You
Well,
really want to know? Like, we could be here all night.
maybe prioritize the.
Yeah, what's what's the higher priority things on the list?
Don't die to the old guard.
Right, that's a
Okay.
good one.
Ongoing thing, can't really proactively do anything with that. So next.
Well, we could talk about it. We could talk about what we're gonna do. Like, are we gonna do the outreach maybe at your party thing? Because, I mean, Kafka said it's not just. I don't think we're gonna be able to sort it out just on our
Well, we're
own.
inviting pretty much everyone to this opening. Like, if we don't invite someone, it's going to say more about, it's going to say more if we don't invite somebody. That's what I mean.
Yeah.
So we can't really pick and choose. We kind of just have to invite everyone, including the old guard, which sucks.
Excluding the ministry.
Yeah. I mean, everyone
Well,
knows we don't get along,
yeah.
right?
No. Yeah.
Very quick sidebar. Alec, please roll me intelligence medicine. Sorry, carry on.
Oh, so what? Nahari's going to get food.
Any
Yeah.
specialism? Trying to think. No, I don't think I have one.
No.
No, I lied.
Carry on, sorry.
Mm.
Reroll if you want.
So we just need to go and figure out, like, we're gonna have that list and everything, bring everybody to the club once it's open, and I suppose we could do a little digging at that point, like at the actual opening night,
Well,
right?
I had an idea, Tess, and you're probably not going to like it,
Mm-hmm.
but if we want people to draw attention to themselves, i.e. the old guard, I could get them to cause a fuss at your party.
How so?
I could get them to fly off the handle and start a fight with someone they shouldn't. That sort of stuff sticks. Especially when the rules are don't start shit.
Hmm.
And this is why I'm asking you now, because you might want your party to go off without a hitch.
That's so there's a couple options, right? If that happens, like, that could look really good. It would look good if the fight started and we were able to stop it pretty quickly, but still have enough people know that they started a fight. But so long as we're able to control it and clear it out pretty quickly and still not seem to harbor any ill will, it would have to be borderline surgical from a social standpoint. The fight would need to start with somebody that they're not supposed to. Then we'd have to have enough people see the fight so that they know that it's them, and then quell the fight or get them, like, out of there quick enough that, it doesn't look like bad on the, our part.
I think
And
we
still-
can do that.
Yeah, and still make sure that we're on good terms with them.
Both of those things are
That's
things I'm
tough.
capable of.
Okay.
How are we gonna let everyone know and get them to turn against the old guard? Because the flesh monsters thing, like, are we?
Yeah, the flesh monsters thing, but we don't have a lot of good faith with the other groups in the city, so if they
Except for
start
Hal.
shit, people will start looking into them. They've not made a lot of noise up until this point. That's just a plan. Anyway, it's Tessa's party, so it'll go down however she wants. It's just an idea. Either way, it comes under the umbrella of, let's deal with the fucking old guard.
Mm-hmm.
Umbrella number 2, let's deal with the puzzle box. Umbrella number 3, I need to choose someone to sire. Umbrella number 4, God, what else is there? Oh yeah, we're still looking into that time that everyone set on fire. Number 5, there's a giant wolf spirit in the forest that I'm not quite sure.
Oh fuck, we gotta do the sacrifices.
Yeah,
I was supposed
Yeah.
to look into looking
sacred
for
cows.
cows
No, I've
and
got
shit.
that. I'll do the research for that, and I'll coordinate with Pickering or whatever his name is.
Just tell me what I need to prepare for a ceremony or something, and I can do it.
Sweet. I'll get to that later.
Mm-hmm.
But there's also just the city in general, what to do with it, what the
Yeah. And why we should rule it. We need to find reasons for that.
Okay, well, what are we start on right now?
Old guard. Ravens? Nahari's still eating,
Ravens.
but
The Ravens, yeah. And then yeah.
Oh, we said that
Let's start with
about the
Ravens.
park, so maybe she'll.
Oh, Chris, did you call your dad? Did you ask him if he can, be bodyguard for the party?
Why would my
and
dad be a
also-
bodyguard for the party?
Sorry.
I'm
I
leaving.
keep thinking he's your dad. He loves you so much.
No, I didn't ask him if he was going to be a bodyguard for the party. I told
Can you message Vasya, please?
you know what his
now-
payment is, right? For things
Yeah. No, maybe. I don't know.
like a lot. Take someone and they get turned, and he has them for 20 years for work.
Okay, but like he also has a huge retinue of actual bodyguards that he can use, and we'll figure it out.
Well,
You can just ask, hey, can you do me a favor? Like, this thing's happening, and also you'd be like really cool. You're like his favorite person in the world. Please, 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 please. Do for me. Come on. Plus, he's like so nice.
I actually hate you so much.
I know. Oh. Well, pick up your phone. Let's go.
oh, what now? Ugh.
Yes, now on
Just
our
gonna-
way.
Fine. I'm gonna like walk and ring him at the same time.
Okay. The number you have dialed is currently unavailable. Please leave
He's blocked me.
please leave a message. If you'd like, you could. I can't remember how it goes, but if you'd like, you could leave a message.
Hi. It's Chris. Call me, please. It's not urgent. Bye. There you go. That's all I can do.
Wow, it's not urgent.
Well, when is you don't even have a date for this party. It's not urgent. Gotta say that, because otherwise people are like, what is it? Is a house on? I don't know.
Oh, fine. I guess he has a lot more urgent things to deal with.
Unless it's happening like right now. It's not urgent.
Maybe you can bring those meats. Those were really good. Oh, no, wait. Well, nobody else kind of eats those except for me. Anyway, okay, cool. Yay, let's go. Birds. Ugh, birds.
Yay, but
So you're going to the
Um,
park? you said?
when I like rang Vasi then,
Yeah.
did we have a message from Marlowe in the group, or where did that go? No. Oh, okay.
Cool.
I wasn't sure.
So where are you going?
We're going to Sleeping Cabers Park.
Okay. In that case, please roll me a wits awareness as you leave.
Great.
Can I meet them there?
You'll still be hunting for the moment. And let's hope that Chrys doesn't.
Chrys doesn't what?
I got a 3.
Well, do you want to be the one to notice it?
Probably not.
Oh, well, I guess this is good for you. If anyone would like to re-roll, Tess and Chrys, you can both re-roll 1. Cassius, you can re-roll 2 if you would like. Okay.
No, because Chrys is on the phone.
All right. Tess is the one who notices this.
4. Yeah.
Dude, where's your car?
Where's my car?
Where's your car, dude?
I
What?
don't know.
My car is usually parked here. I haven't moved it. Where's my car?
Hydra, run.
Run away.
I don't care. We're going to go talk to Ravens.
No. Mm-mm. Where's my car?
This is what's important.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Your keys should be on a hook in the inside of the salon.
I go inside to grab my keys.
Your keys are not in there.
Where the fuck is my car?
I mean, we
If you
clearly
two
don't
are
have it.
here,
So
I'm gonna call Nahari real quick.
Okay. Nari, you're like in the shadows, like creeping up, and you're like, I see prey, and then your phone just goes ring, 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 ring.
My phone's permanently on silent. I think I said that like a few episodes
Yeah,
ago,
you did.
but I'll feel it.
Yeah, you'd feel like this. Brr, brr.
Yeah.
Hey, girl. Hey.
Hey, what's up?
Hey. You wouldn't have taken my car out, would you?
Nope. I am walking in the shadows. Back to grab
okay.
some food.
Do you know where it is?
I didn't see it when I left, actually, so not sure.
Uh-huh. Okay. Cool. All right. Well, cool. Thanks. Have a happy hunting.
Thanks. See you in a bit.
I'm gonna call Marlowe.
Okay.
Chrys is like looking at us like she's doing too nice. This is dangerous.
The number you've called has been disconnected.
I'm gonna call him again.
The number you have called has been disconnected.
No. When's the last time you've seen Marlowe?
When he left while I was doing research last
When?
night.
How long?
It's been, well, I mean, it was probably at 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock last night.
Okay, like when he
Yeah,
told
we
us
were all-
about the Tremere and stuff.
Yep. Yeah, he told us about the Tremere, then he fucked off to do some research, investigations. If you can get a hold of him, I've got some books. And
His phone's
like,
disconnected. And my car is gone. And the keys are missing, which means somebody who had access to the house has my keys and my car.
I look at Conan, like, just in case he ate the keys.
I look at Conan too,
Conan's tail
unless
wags a
they're
little bit.
in him.
Okay, look, maybe
And I'm starting
he
to
went
walk
to
towards
the,
Conan.
maybe he
Whoa,
went to the office.
hey now.
You know, he's
I call
Or
the
his-
office.
or his theater.
P. Williker at law. How may I help you?
P. Williker, it's Tess.
Ah, Miss Tess.
Have you
yes.
seen Marlowe?
I'm afraid I haven't seen Mr. Marlowe today.
When did you last see him?
Ooh, a couple of days ago, I believe, when you all came in together.
Okay.
Is there a message you'd like to leave here for him, or?
Yeah, if the message can be a dagger through a table, that would be the message. Thanks. Click. I'm gonna murder him.
You gotta find him first.
He took my baby.
We don't know that.
Who else could it have been? Unless they're in Conan. Come here. I'm
I
gonna,
did,
like, walk towards-
The car would still be
Wasn't Conan.
here. Okay, he didn't eat the car.
No. Nobody's allowed to drive that but me. Nobody's allowed to drive my baby.
As you're like standing outside a car full of like kind of young 20-something girls like blazing past with their windows open, music blaring, and you hear the lovely song of Alanis Morissette. Ironic.
And I need you. And I miss you.
Oh my god.
I am standing where the car is supposed to be, and I am distraught. I
Chris
don't know
is gonna
what
put
to
like
do.
hands on the shoulders, like, okay, the car is gone. It's gone. New car. But right now we're going to the park and just gonna grab her and like we're gonna drag her along. It's time to
No. I gotta
Yes,
find
come
her.
on, let's go.
No.
We'll go via a takeaway. How's that?
Perfect. What do you fancy? Come on, they're all open right now. There's
My
drunk people
car.
around. Come on, you could grab one of those too if you wanted. It's tough love time. We're going to the park.
Yeah, let's go to the park.
It's like, she's already walking, like dragging Tess along. Like, come on.
I'm like struggling to walk, but I'm pretty sure Chris would just be able to drag me no matter what I do. So
Yeah.
You're not having your piggyback. Walk properly.
no, my baby.
But think of it this way: you could paint a new car.
How could you say that? You just
with-
every time you leave your do you ever have a pet or something or a best friend? You don't just like replace your best friend.
It's a car. It has no
It's
personality.
my no personality. That thing has more personality than you have in your like pinky. Okay, that thing was more
Pink
than
and
a
anime
thing.
is not a personality. I'm very sorry, everyone that streams on Twitch, but it's not. I'm very
I'm
sorry.
offended.
Tess,
The
I'm trying to help
opinions
you right
stated
now,
by
you're being
Gaming
mean.
FTL do not represent that of.
Tess, I'm trying to help you right now, and you're being quite mean.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
I just really.
There's nothing you can do about it. If you want to, do you want to report it to the police?
What are they
For
gonna
missing?
do?
No. So get a
I've
grip.
stolen so many cars, okay, and the police have not been able to find any of them. So
Right. So steal another car and paint it the same if you want. I don't care. Just get a grip. It might turn up, might not turn up. What can you do about it right this second?
murder Marlowe.
Well, that'll have to wait until you find him. So, got other things to do until then.
Why couldn't he even taken the Winnebago?
Well, even we want to take the Winnebago.
So he had to take my. I'm like complaining the whole way.
Yeah. And you walk into the park to see Kaba lying under a slide with Celine sitting on top of it with her like knees pressed up against her chin.
Hi guys.
Hello.
How you doing?
Not bad. Is something up?
Oh no, we're just utilizing the park.
Okay.
Are-
And like Celine jumps off the top of the slide and like floats down onto Caber's chest and then steps off and walks up to you. Do you need us to go? We can do a round if you like.
Are you afraid of birds?
No?
Okay.
No, you don't have to go. We'll just. Tess didn't want Raven poop near the house.
You like birds?
Depends on the type.
I'm going to start summoning the raven. Ravens.
Just sit on the swings.
Okay.
That will be. Oof, off the top of my head.
Yeah,
Charisma analysis? Is it?
yes. Ooh, 2. Willpower that. Oh, we got willpower back? I'm assuming so.
Yes, you will have your willpower full from
Okay.
last time.
4. That's more like
4.
it.
Alec. You are sitting up at the top of of the rookery. And you last night after the everything happening and all that type of thing, you did a quick rounds. You wandered in to see the Joneses and check on their kid, who's had like a nasty chest cough. You couldn't really figure out what it is, so you said that you'd come back as soon as possible to it was just kind of a checkup. So this time you said you'd come back with more gear and more like stuff. See if you can't figure out what's wrong with it, or if he needs to go to the hospital or something a bit more serious. However, during this kind of quiet repose, some of your birds are getting antsy, and a couple of them even start to fly off in a direction. You know enough about this type of thing to know that someone in the area is sending out a call for a certain type of animal to come around. And seeing as far as you can tell, you have the only ravens in the vicinity.
I shall ponder to myself for a moment and see if I can get one that looks a bit antsy, but see if I can like catch its attention for a moment.
Okay. That will be a charisma animalism, please. If you'd like to
Eek.
if you'd like to equal the whatever's going on, you could do a rouse check. Otherwise, it will be much diminished in terms of.
Was this a tricksy one? So I've not got the attention of anything. They're just
with that and no rouse check, then absolutely not.
Fair enough.
This is you just using your base abilities as a trainer and etc. And honestly, the ravens and the crows you have are a lot less trained than the rest of your.
Okay, I have an idea. I would like to just simply look in the direction they're flying first, and then walk over to some of the caged birds.
Okay.
And I have an idea.
They're flying out to the west, in the direction of the river.
Okay. I would like to see, perhaps if I can find the little owl that saw Nahari earlier and brought me news. And see if-
Cornelius, yeah.
Cornelius, and see if I can ask him to see if I can sort of send him in that direction. And if he is to see the young lady I saw on a rooftop, to pass her a message.
Okay.
If that is possible.
Sure.
So basically, go that way, and if you fly around a bit. If you see her, pass her this.
Right. That is the domain of Memorie. You do know that, so.
That is interesting. Okay, so I shall attempt to pass a message.
If you like, you could adjust that command to if the owl sees who is like summoning, or the people who are summoning the ravens, to pass the message on to them, but it's less secure, so.
Yes, I am currently contemplating.
Yeah.
It's in the direction of Memorie. It's a kindred summoning them in there.
To your knowledge, well, it would be a kindred summoning them in, as far as you would know. But to your knowledge, the Memorie doesn't have any beef with the old god. As far as you know, there was an agreement and a basic treaty, and they've been friendly with each other since. So. Or at least neutral.
In that case, I will pass a different message.
Okay.
But to whoever's doing the summoning, but preferably the person that I've already met. But, if not, hey, whoever's doing it.
Sure.
Rouse check, I believe.
It is a rouse check.
And then we've got 3... is that charisma and that? It's discipline plus... I didn't write it down. Pretty sure it is. My apologies, new rules.
Oh, okay. I think it is charisma and animalism, I believe.
I believe it is.
No, it's not. Yes, it's charisma.
Yes,
it's charisma discipline. Yes, apologies.
Yeah, that's cool. I'll just do that because it was whoa. Okay, wow. I'm re-rolling.
Yep.
He's having a bad day.
A 1?
3.
3 is enough.
Good.
Cornelius is, I believe Cornelius is a barn owl, so he's not that small. But he at your beck, he hops onto your wrist as you take him out of the cage, or like the little bird habitats that you have your raptors in, as they are called. And you can embed a message in him if you like.
Okay. I will pass the following message. Greetings. 'Tis a pleasure to meet you. I assume you are Memorie. I see you are borrowing some of my little birdies. I am curious. Perhaps we have something to discuss. If we may do so in secret, south of your coterie at the tree line. I would suggest making haste.
Okay.
Mysteriousness.
I like this guy already.
So, first up. Oh, well, I'm rolling quite well today. Cassius, Ed's owl. About 4 ravens, kind of fly in and kind of perch in different points. One of them like lands on top of Kaba's head and just kind of like hops about. maybe like half a minute later, another one flies in to make 5. Seems to be all that appear. And kind of croaking and.
I'm gonna wait for them, see if they do anything, and if they don't, I'm gonna put my arm out for them to land on.
All of them, or just one specific one?
I'm gonna gesture towards the one on Kaber's head.
Okay. We'll carry on with the role you already did, because it's the thing that brought them here. And it kind of like you catch its attention, and for a moment it pauses, and then it like hops off Kaber's head, and then hops towards you, and then kind of flaps and flutters up and lands on your wrist.
I give it a little scratch under the chin and on the top of the head. And I like probably got treats with me, so I give it some.
Roll me an intelligence and animalism, please.
Animal Ken?
Animal Ken, sorry, yes.
Okay. 3.
Yeah, that's enough. To your... From what you see from your vision, it seems like these birds are, to a certain extent, trained. They're not just random ravens that happen to be in the area, kind of wild and wandering about.
And I'm assuming they flew from the direction of the old guard.
Yes. And they flew pretty close together, and then one of them was a little bit late, but they all came from the same-ish direction.
I'm going to beckon the rest of them over and just be like, well, these are trained birds, so Nahari certainly found someone.
Roll me a charisma animal, Ken, on this one. It's not massively difficult, but just because it's multiple of them. Yeah.
Treats go a long way, man.
Yeah, I think, after seeing one of them get a treat, it's like hop, 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 and then you're just kind of like, it's a little unnerving to a certain extent, I guess. They're all kind of like around you in a little bit of a circle, just looking at you. And at this point is when a big barn owl kind of like glides down and like flap lands on the top of the on the top of the slide, and then kind of like its head like bobs around. It seems quite intelligently, and then fixes on you and surrounded by the ravens, and then flaps and flies towards you. Not in like a shh, but just in kind of like a, it's gonna land on you basically.
Put out
That's
my
a
other
big
arm
fucking
for it.
bird.
Yeah.
I didn't bring it here. This
That's
is whoever's.
That's not a raven.
No, it's not.
It like,
It's a
as you like
brown
hold out
owl.
your wrist, it like latches on and lands on your wrist. The claws like obviously dig in because that's what they do. And like it lands there, regards space for a second, pecks your hand for like just an exploratory nip, and then looks at you, and you receive a message. It's basically almost like it's recorded on the owl's brain, so you see what it sees for a moment. It's a little bit similar to when you commune with, when you kind of, connect with an animal and get impressions and feelings off it, but this feels a lot more sentient and human. And you receive the message sent by Alec, but you don't know who it is, obviously.
Well, we have an invitation.
The
And
owl,
I just kind of nod at the owl and like
the owl
send it
like
off.
the owl like nips at you again and then
Stop that.
takes off. And
To a
Let me
bird
think.
party?
Whoever trained these birds,
Probably
Wants to
has
meet.
avian flu. Yeah. Okay.
your incidentally your trousers are getting like nipped occasionally as the birds are wanting.
It's a bit eerie.
I take out just a bunch of treats from my pocket and scatter them in the grass.
Yeah,
I'm
and-
like, okay, we're done now.
The ravens are like going off to do it.
Right,
So were any-
invitation?
Meet them at the edge of the forest.
Meet the birds.
Whoever trained the birds. They're a bit posh.
Do you want us along?
Kind of.
It's a
You
weird
know.
kind of trap if that's what it's supposed to be.
Listen, I don't trust birds. They got weird beady eyes, okay? You never know what they're thinking.
What if it's a distraction?
What if it's a distraction? Maybe you guys should stay here and like keep an eye out.
Well, if you could maybe patrol there,
Do the rounds.
Yeah.
that
Uh,
would be great.
I'm assuming you want us going up and down this road here, and she like indicates the road next to the old god.
Old Guardy, yeah.
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 All right.
Yeah.
In that case, Kaber, go find Eli and let him know that he's gonna take the north part of the territory, and we'll focus here for now.
Thanks, guys. So organized.
Oh, by the way, you've heard about the club opening. We're gonna be looking into that soon. So, yeah, super excited. We're getting close to that, but we gotta go deal with birds right now. So, also, if you see my car or if you see Marlowe, have you seen my car recently?
1 second.
It's very pink.
They know what it looks like. Everybody knows what it looks like.
Just reminding them.
Been a little while since we have no.
All right, well, if you see it, let me know because somebody took it. And ask Eli if he's seen it too. I mean, I think Marlowe might have taken it, but I don't know where Marlowe is and his phone's disconnected. And I am really concerned because I put a lot of time and money into that car and it's been with me for a long time and it means a lot to me.
And also Marlowe is missing, is concerning.
Yeah. But like, that's Marlowe. This is fine. Just
Well,
you
if he
find the car.
If he needed a fast car, then he needed to escape in a hurry, right? Would be the assumption.
Escape from what?
Well, surely that would be the worry. Not to diminish your worry about your car, but cars can be replaced.
Shall we go? Shall we go to
Anyway,
this
yeah, let's-
invite?
I'm going to send a message to Nahari.
Okay.
Which just says, when you're done with your snack, shoot over to the edge of the forest.
The location and
Yeah.
All right. Nahari, you're probably wiping blood from your mouth and heading back towards the salon at this point when you get this message. So effectively you'll probably get there like 5 minutes. Like they'll get there maybe 5 or 10 minutes before you, if they head straight there. So my question will be, are you heading straight there?
I will, yeah. Will they?
Yeah, that's You guys, okay, straight there. And
Yeah.
Alec?
I have but one thing to do first.
Okay.
That is to summon Christian.
Yes, sir.
I'm in need of my Wellingtons. Would you place them by the door, please?
Of course, sir. I'll go and locate them now.
I may be some time if I am out and anyone inquires. Intending to my flock.
I will let them know that you are doing the rounds, sir.
Thank you. And I believe Xavier, his cage will be closing shortly. If you could provide him with something extra to eat tonight, something nice from the pantry.
Of course, sir. Sidebar, Cornelius.
Damn birds.
Xavier's the bald guy from X-Men.
Yeah, I know. To me, they're the same name.
Okay.
There is no difference. They just swap over.
When I heard Xavier, I assumed Cornelius.
It's like they're from the same branch of Englishness. I'm going to have a sticky note, right? I'm good.
That's fair.
Before I go, let me take some company with me. Perhaps one of the girls. I'm going to go back to my falconry and borrow a hawk.
Okay.
Just so I have a good excuse to go for a walk.
Fair enough.
So I will most likely have one of the like smaller hawks, like I don't know, like a small hawk, and
Peregrine Falcon.
that'll do. Yeah.
Red
Just
tail.
something that can go in a fairly petite cage, leather glove, underarm, and I'll take a few bits of meat out and go for a walk.
Okay. Yeah, if you head out the south of the territory, that kind of area borders the forest, so you won't run into anyone like patrolling.
That will be the route I take.
Someone like Ruben or whoever might be doing the rounds and making sure no one's encroaching. So, in that case, as you leave your Wellingtons by the door, and after you're done putting them on, you stand up ready to leave, and Christian's there at the door with just opening it up.
Thank you, Christian.
I will see to the birds, sir, while you're gone.
Thank you. I'll give him a nod and a smile.
Okay. What this means is Memorier, the three will get there first, probably about 10 minutes before you. So Nahari, you turn up about 5 minutes before Alec does. So you just basically it's like out by the woods, just outside of town, like up a little hill, and a little footpath that goes up that way, and then you just walk onto a scene of Chrys, Cassius, and Tess standing there, kind of just waiting. Probably.
I was gonna say, kind of look
arguing.
around, make sure there's nothing like the guy picked
Yeah.
the owl picked the area, so we'd sort of do a.
Roll me a
It's
wits
very
awareness.
reminiscent of
Anyone?
when we lured someone to the woods.
Yes, which wasn't the best experience for you.
No.
But if you're going to have a look around, yeah, wits awareness. will,
3.
Doesn't seem to be anything out of place here. There are there are a few little signs of like scratches on posts, like a fence that runs along the little area. Like it looks like, I'm got a bird.
Pushing a car into the ground.
So did you guys meet another raven?
5 other ravens and
Wow.
an owl.
Wow.
It's a big fucking owl.
Cool.
Also, my car's gone.
More importantly, we're meeting whoever sent the and trained the birds here.
Awesome. Interesting.
So it might be a trap. And
Yeah.
on that note, I'm going to do a rouse check for something that is not important.
Hmm.
Okay.
I get hungrier.
You get a little hungrier. I believe
No,
that puts you on 2 or 3?
Puts me on 3.
3. Okay.
Can I also look around a little bit?
Sure.
Is that
Wits
wits awareness?
Yeah.
I could see. I'm blind.
Everything seems fine.
Okay.
Not that you aren't paranoid that everything isn't fine, but everything seems fine.
Like I'd probably be whining to Nahari because nobody else was listening to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nahari.
I'm so sorry. But hey, I mean, this gives us an excuse to go try and steal another one. I'll definitely help.
But I don't want another car.
I
I
know.
want my car.
Sorry. I can't believe he
How
took
could
it.
I know. I'm gonna kill him. Why would he ever take my car? And he didn't even like ask or anything. I wouldn't have
must
said
have had
yes,
to-
but still.
He must have had to run in a hurry, but still, yeah, that is pretty shit.
Taking the Winnebago.
Well, that thing is, I mean, they're both conspicuous in their own way, but the
It's
winning
still
not
missing a door.
so fast.
The door was zip tied on, I believe.
I forgot about the zip tied door.
Yeah. Yeah.
Somebody kicked it off.
Ugh,
Somebody.
somebody. Yeah.
We'll definitely steal another one. It'll be fun. Come on, you can show me your badass skills. I can help us with some shade. It'll be a good time. Didn't
think
you want to
so?
do that with your sister too? I'd love to meet her.
She's really good. She's probably even better now. We were a really good team.
So, as you, a little bit after you finish up looking around and listening to the sob story of Tess, you see a figure walking up the path towards the little area designated. Has a you have the cage, right? Small cage.
Yes, as I approach the tree line, I'll have the bird on the other arm, and as soon as I see any others, I'll toss it up into the air
Okay.
with a little whisper. Any little eyes or ears you can find are yours. Enjoy.
There we go. He lets the bird go and it flaps off into the air.
My humblest apologies for being late. Now, forgive me. I'm Alexander Ivor Kavolos. Not quite at your service, but we shall see. And I shall bow.
I begin to bow. I'm like, it's nice to meet you.
He
Alexander.
is medium height, medium build, fairly average looking. I believe he's kind of middle-aged. Very well dressed and presented. He does, however, have a pair of Wellington boots on.
It is an absolute pleasure to meet you all, and to meet you again. I nod toward Nahari.
You were the one that warned me off.
Perhaps I was. I am
Thank
right in
you.
assuming, well, we shall see. Am I right in assuming you are Memorie?
Yes.
Well, that is wonderful. So, Rest assured, this is no trap. I'm simply walking Elizabeth for a bite to eat. I'm just gonna pause for a few moments and like eyeball each of them, just to like. I assume it's just going to be a long, awkward pause with me smiling.
Good.
Wonderful. Caution. I like it.
Did you find me with a bird on that rooftop?
Is he
And
the
how-
Birdman?
I am one of those things, yes. Yes. Some would call me that. An owl can see a mouse beneath a foot of snow at over 100 yards. Even the dead do not have much of a chance.
I might have to adjust my strategy for that in the future.
There aren't too many owls on watch, I hope. Somewhat of unique talent. Rest assured, your notice has gone unreported. Fortunately, we have other things to do. I should introduce myself as being affiliated with the old guard.
Oh. Really?
But you
Yeah.
didn't report my intrusion.
No. I am incredibly curious as to why you would choose to creep into our territory.
Well, we hadn't seen much of you in a while, so we kind of got worried.
I see. How many worried kindred that you haven't seen do you sneak into their territory?
Well, that's a very personal question.
I see.
My thing sneaking about, so I just came to have a look. See what you guys were up to. But why would you not report my presence?
I wanted to investigate your motivations myself and avoid any potential bloodshed.
Thank you.
Trespassing is not well received by Sire, at times anyway. Fortunately, there have been other slights which are being investigated. A convenient distraction for you and I to have this conversation. I do enjoy this game. Caution. Do not share anything. Secrets. It's fun, is it not?
Especially when
Sometimes.
we both know what we're talking about.
You, sir, I do apologize. I have not asked your name, or the rest of you for that matter.
I'm Cassius.
And my ladies.
Nahari.
A pleasure. I'm good. I couldn't hear anything, Chris.
Sorry, I'm Chrys. Hi. I mumbled.
A pleasure. And your radiant self. Towards Tess.
I'm Tess Aquila. I'm sorry. So what exactly is your affiliation with the Old Guard? Are you like their bird master or something? No offense meant. I just see a lot of birds.
I will afford you this free of charge, as the dear Nosferatu would say. I am their eyes predominantly, but also their face. Somewhat of a socialite. More
Interesting.
nurturing than for entertainment's sake, but I tell you what, you sir, I have a game we can play. As I think we are on the same page. I'm going to share a word with you. It could mean anything. it could be of particular relevance. I will allow you to respond with any word you seem fit. You understand?
Understand?
Very well. Monster.
Vampire?
Camarilla.
Outdated?
Freedom.
Illusory?
Flesh.
Crafting?
And there we have it. That was fun, was it not? Rest assured, I do not dabble. 'Tis an unholy piece of work. Well, more unhygienic,
We're
but anyway.
unhappy with the direction your group is going in.
I will return to that in a moment. First, if I may inquire, how did you come across this information?
We didn't.
I am certain it did not just appear. No one has entered nor left without me watching.
Well, I'm not sure how true that is, especially given how we learned it.
I see. If we may continue our game, but with a little more elaboration, provide me with something you know. I may be able to fill in some details as a show of faith.
Why?
Why indeed?
Why should we even then?
You are
Trust
concerned,
that-
are you not? Flesh crafting on your doorstep?
And so are you.
Yes.
So, if you're going to go into negotiations with someone else, I need to know what you want out of this. You called the meeting, after all. It's your prerogative to ask for whatever you like.
I did indeed. Through life I have been a doctor for some time. It is part of my nature to care for a degree for others. And there are certain crimes that I would say do not fit well, or they do not appeal to my temperament. Some things cannot be allowed. As for what I want, what any sensible citizen with some money should want, some land to call their own, and some peace and quiet. Perhaps some good company and the occasional party, and music.
Sure. Well, I do provide pretty good parties, and will fairly soon. But I'm not sure my music would be to your taste.
I pride myself on being eclectic and polite, but that being said, I am generally not allowed out too much. My job is to watch, not to partake. Therefore, I will be staying at home, I suspect. Now, do tell me, how concerned are you?
White.
Mortally.
Flesh monsters.
Smell really bad.
It sounds pretty bad. Not as bad as it looks. The clock is ticking for you. I would suggest to assess your options in the near future. Sooner rather than later, in fact. And if I may, I would like to just assess your character for a moment. I heard a story, although I know none of the details. What happened with the front? I know there was some drama.
Well,
Officially?
I am to assess your character, am I not?
Unofficially. We found out who they were working for, and so we made sure they weren't a threat.
Yeah, I see.
And absorbed the parts that were useful to us, and provided for them whatever they needed.
And what happened to their leader? What did you do? Where did you cast him out? Or did you burn him?
God, no.
I wasn't there for that.
Neither were we.
I see.
We're talking figurehead or actual leader or...
A very good point. Figurehead. I understood you took the territory over, but...
We didn't actually dispose of him or anything. Quite frankly, it's not really in our hands.
Interesting.
He was judged fairly.
He went back home.
What I am trying to ask...
Oh, 1 second, sorry. That will be a manipulation and
Subterfuge?
subterfuge, yes, please.
For me?
Yes, because that is a lie. And there'll be wits insight for you, Alec.
Oh, fuck. Okay, well, it's 3.
That is a crit.
Oh, with a crit.
That is a crit, which
So
is
that's a 5, actually.
not expected.
But Tess, you may re-roll 3 if you wish.
Would it be just to lie better?
If you get 1 success, then it will be kind of like iffy that he knows, and then if you roll any higher, then the lie will be successful.
Sure. 2d10 then?
3d10.
3d10. That is a...
It is also a crit.
It's now a crit.
As
All right, that's 5, 6, 7, 8.
8. As far
Wow.
as you can tell, Alec, she is either being truthful about that fact, or she is an extremely skilled liar and betrays no trace of untruth. Both of which are useful. So.
Very interesting. But do tell me, how do you plan to deal with flesh monsters if you are unable to remove a threat?
Well, getting some information was the first step.
Manipulation. Cunning. I like it. Not quite final enough for someone that crafts flesh, do you not think?
How are we supposed to create a final plan without knowing what we're planning against fully?
Such details could be afforded.
By you?
Potentially. I do have eyes, after all, many of them.
And what do you get out of this?
Peace. Territory.
Sorry.
And people that will be safe. There are a great number here that I tend to. It would be rather inhuman to do so without forming attachment.
The
don't know.
minute he says it would be rather inhuman, yeah, that I trust him.
Why haven't you brought this to anyone else?
Have you ever tried convincing somebody that flesh crafting on their doorstep is happening? They either think you are Malkavian, or they simply kill you on the spot. I do not seek warfare.
I'll just add a sidebar to that for you. Your neighbors are Memorie, who seem to be friendly and neutral, Nathan Fortuna, who seems to have no interest, and Kael Katen, who ceded territory to the old god. There didn't until this point, there didn't seem to be any possibility of allies. So
Yes. There is also the lack of available muscle elsewhere, as far as I'm concerned. And I question the utility of a man who gives up his territory and those within it. Not very responsible. And so...
We actually do have muscle, and we can get more.
This
But-
is useful.
We have to make sure we know what we're dealing with. So if you can give us any and all information that you know, we
I will
can
do
maybe
so.
actually formulate a plan.
I will leave you with an offer. I will give you what you need in order to spare this town, or city, in fact, warfare, which is coming. But in exchange, we must make an agreement that the old guard, save for myself, must die. Save perhaps one, at my discretion.
I need to know that all the ones that die are culpable for these crimes, and the one that is spared isn't.
Have you ever tried converting the Sabbat?
I never really met them.
Right. I have. Lots of them.
And
Dangerous. You're more likely to get stabbed in the back years later by a young squad of hooligans. It's uncouth and unsightly.
Okay. Well, we'll discuss your offer. But I should leave you with an impression of how we do our deals. If you want, there are the remnants of the front. They work with us and for us, and for everyone's best interest. It's a dangerous city, and unless after this we work together, no matter how many flesh creatures we destroy, we're going to get stomped on by the very shiny boot of some Vontru. So,
I like it. Noble lords fighting towards a common cause. Pray, I ask, will there be a king of this system? Or purely democratic? Or queen, perhaps? One must not make assumptions.
I don't know if we've thought that far, if I'm being honest.
Fair.
And if I'm also being honest, I don't think any of us are really in a position to rule. I think that would be a little weird.
Working together has worked quite well so far, hasn't it?
I think so.
I will leave you to discuss this matter. If we are to have a king or queen one day, I would hope they are good. But we shall find out. In the meantime, tick-tock, Memorie. Tick-tock.
I'll send a raven, shall I?
If you wish. Where perhaps could I pass a message? Perhaps we should have a means to write each other. I have always wanted a pen friend. This is exciting.
Do you have a phone?
No. Well, I have one at the house, but...
You have a house phone, but
Yeah.
the old guard have no phones, mobile, as it were.
There
I
is
figured.
one...
I was kind of poking him.
Yeah.
There is one at the manor, but it is not one I would use to communicate such matters.
Hey, I have a question, actually. You said you see a lot of things?
I do. Well, the birds do, but you take my point.
Have they seen a pink car anywhere in the last 24 hours?
Unfortunately, it does not quite work that way.
Fucking... I go sit down by a tree. Pissed off.
If you have a
bad?
car that needs replacing, however, then there is money, of course.
Oh, I don't think that's necessary, but thanks.
Very well.
How about you leave messages at the park all your friends came to last time, earlier tonight?
For anyone matching your description, perhaps.
Me or a little girl?
A little girl. I find that somewhat ambiguous. I would not want to spook the neighbors.
It is a park, Cass.
In the middle of the
Maybe.
night?
Maybe Kiba.
Okay, a giant man and a little girl.
Fine. That sounds specific enough. I will pass a message on as and when. In the meantime, if you need to reach me, I'll trust in your skills as a fellow animal lover. Allow one of the ravens a message on its foot. I will receive it.
Alec, one thing you could do is send one of the ravens or just kind of post it effectively in an area for them where they can go and like leave a message, and then
Maybe in the park.
it would be easier to do with like a peregrine falcon or one of your more trained birds as opposed to like a raven or a crow.
Yes, I like this. I look forward to communicating with you all. This has been fun, has it not? Ah,
It's been interesting, certainly.
Good to know you're a fan of games.
oh, very much so. We are about to embark on a far more dangerous one. The stakes will be high. I look forward to it. Once again, Memorie, it has been a pleasure, and I look forward to having a party after all this is done. Tick-tock, Memorie.
Okay.
Tick-tock.
Don't get caught. Good night.
Bye, Birdman.
And separate and head back to respective territories.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Does anyone remember the story of the frog and the scorpion?
Yeah, something about frog, scorpion stings him, something like they both drown, then the frog gets saved or something from mouth to mouth. And
My
then there's
version
like a
was a
whole scene.
fox and a scorpion.
Yeah.
But yeah.
We might not both make it across the river. I don't know what his nature is yet.
His information does sound useful. If he can give us the enough to give us a chance against the old guard, really. He did find me, which is incredibly hard to do, and did not report it.
As far as we know.
Yeah,
Fair
he
point.
says. Yeah.
Fair point. I would think if he had reported it, though, we might have heard from them by now, no?
Maybe. We'll check with Eli and the Caber and Celine and see if there've been anybody snooping around, but I'm inclined to trust him. But beyond anything to do with the old guard, I don't know how far we can stretch that bond. So, remind me, what did Alex want in exchange for his information?
Peace?
To form a plan with you, he wanted your assurance that most of the old guard would die, and he gets to choose who would live or die. And he just wanted some land to call his own afterwards.
Okay, yeah. So,
I feel like effectively the meeting was, hey, we both don't like the old guard and want them gone.
Yeah.
You think about that, I think about that, and then we will reconvene to talk about details in more depth.
Pretty
Yeah.
much.
Yeah.
Uh,
Like testing the waters, isn't it?
so I don't want to be making decisions for us, but he's asking things that we don't technically have, and they're very easy to promise away.
Don't have like muscle? Like
No,
Yeah.
we don't have control of any of the vampires in the old guard. We don't own or have any way of inheriting their territory. We don't have their land, their people, any of that. Any of the things he's asking for, the old guard already have control of. It's very easy to say yes to this, but it has implications.
If we can take them out, he'd have to hold the land himself. I mean, we could help, but
Anyone who'd like to roll me in intelligence politics?
Doesn't include me, does it?
No. You are the subject of such politics.
Oh, okay, goody.
Got a 1.
I got a 2.
Chris got a 2. Okay.
It wasn't massively difficult, but one thing that can be ascertained, Chrys and Cassius, one thing that can be ascertained from the... I don't know, you rolled well, it's not my fault. One thing that could be ascertained from the meeting and the conversation is that while he's very well-to-do and seems to be... seems to put a great import on etiquette and things like that, this person from the old guard doesn't seem to be in a position of power, because otherwise, so either like an underling or a
Someone's
guard.
got their boot
I
on his
see.
neck,
Yeah,
basically.
Okay. Well, I mean, I guess it was a good point about not killing everyone, because if there's one person who's not happy with them, then there might be more, right? Nahari.
yeah.
See?
course.
So you know, how do we figure that out? How do we figure out who is like flesh monster to the end, and who is only like he says he is. Like, how do we know who's just doing it because they have to?
I mean, we'd have to take his word, right? He says there's one other like him.
I trust him.
You don't
There's
trust
not-
anyone.
There's not a lot of people who prioritize humanity as Kindred. He does.
Isn't that what Nathan said?
What does it matter what Nathan said? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. All it matters is that this guy seems to be on the right side, or at least our side.
I could try following him, although it would definitely be a lot dicier considering he has eyes in the air.
He took the time to warn you when he could have turned you in. Excuse me. Then he took the time to meet with us and tell us that he is not interested in seeing his own group succeed because he doesn't agree with what they're doing.
As far as traps go, it is kind of an unlikely one.
It'd be a very elaborate trap if it were.
And
Started
we
the
need a
worshipping
solution.
thing. Yeah.
How much would you have to gain our trust first for that? Like, really, what end would the old guard have
Take us out
for
one
trying
by
to
one.
sick us against them?
If they truly have whatever counts for an army of monsters, then getting us to make the first move, going into unknown territory with a bunch of our muscle and getting that taken out is a very good way to weaken us.
But that's not even what they're asking, or even suggesting for us to do, right? He's suggesting that we have the muscle just in case. And we still have the opening, right? That's still
That
something we
plan
can
is
use.
solid.
We don't have all the muscle we need to go in and actually make a war against them, and nor should we. I think he even said, like, I don't think we'd win that one. But if we at least know that people on the inside there are also not agreeing. I mean, he would be risking quite a bit to come talk to us and say that he wants them dead. We could easily just go to them and just be like, well, we met with one of your guys and he says he wants you dead. So fish him out. He took a risk coming to us.
He didn't ask if we were recording him or anything like that. I don't think he even checked in any way. We got here first, right? And we have the burden of proof to get others on our side. Maybe he could help provide that. If we still need it after
Affiliated,
the
yeah.
opening.
Someone not affiliated with us, because apparently we're not going to be believed, right?
Not
someone
at
on
this
the
point.
inside.
No, you make a good point. It's on us to trust him and not the other way around. Especially as no one else seems to be able to believe this ghoul bullshit. Okay, fine. I'll trust him. And if we all die, I'll tell you I told you so.
Fair.
Already dead. And I'm already dead inside. Someone took my baby.
Oh, Tess.
We are so gonna get you an even better one.
You
It's
can
gonna be fun.
No. I'm just gonna keep pouting.
Chris is
How
like,
about we go and see your mum?
No, my mom's gonna get mad at me. She'll be like, "You lost your car, man." No, she won't do that. She's pretty cool about stuff. I
You
don't
get-
know. Too many things to do.
So
Man.
how about I go find a raven and we send Alec Sander
maybe
confirmation that we're in.
Okay.
Well, I mean, what would you do?
Tweak the agreement though. So
For what?
we're killing everyone apart from one person. Do you know everyone?
Yeah, I don't know everyone in there.
One little thought, which, because it's Josh, I feel like he's had the thought probably because it's Josh. But for Cassius, just in case he hasn't, or it's something he's like mulling in on the background, to highlight, you have never seen what happened with the birds before.
Mm-hmm.
But you think it's probably something you might be able to be taught.
Mm.
I'm not sure how much that would.
Cass has got a new best friend.
Yeah, like I'm
I'm
not sure
in.
how much.
I'm actually going over to his house right now.
I'm going to go
Moving
have
into the
tea.
parlor.
But
No,
yes, that's something that the because what you do is you have the ability to influence and to a certain level control animals and gain impressions from them. Very very useful. What Alex seems to do is like the opposite almost, which is like send messages via imprinting and then allow that to be transferred over to people. So like I would imagine there's a certain part of Cassius, like the schemy backbrain bit of his head, which is going, if two of us had that ability, it would be like ridiculously useful. So just FYI.
Honestly, the schemy part of Cassius is thinking, if we kill them all, how the hell are we supposed to cover that much territory?
Well, one of the points that Alec was making was that he desires a domain, as it were. So
Yeah, no, it would be his thing. Okay, I think you're right, Chris. We say yes, but anyone he kills, anyone he spares, he has to prove that that's the right judgment.
And if we attack them or come to blows with them, we may not be able to just take them all alive, so to speak. I think anyone that's left alive.
Yeah,
Maybe.
I'm talking in the aftermath. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's different when you're
One-
fighting, I imagine.
one useful thing as well you'll be able to get from Alec on another meeting, and like more trust given from both sides, would be Kindred, who are part of the old guard, because you only know a few of them, and locations and intel and that type of thing. The other option is, if you do kind of go it alone, is Nahari could probably still infiltrate, and with Alec being at least neutral to you, or like not willing to mess you up, at the very least there's that like worry, hopefully curtailed. But there you go.
Shall I send the message?
Yeah, yeah.
I go to the park.
Okay.
I find
There are
bird.
still 5 ravens there because you threw all the food. They've just been like hopping around. I think most of the food has been picked
Probably
up,
eaten,
but they're
yeah.
still kind of hanging around in that way of animals, which is like, there was food here. Surely there will be more.
I'm gonna check for Celine and Kaber. Are they still
Oh,
around?
yeah,
or
I was
is
going
it-
to do that whilst you were
They've headed off.
Oh,
They're
okay.
On
with the
patrol.
verbs.
But
Yeah.
when you get to the park, once you step in there and you see the birds about, they immediately flock around you again and start pecking at your legs, just like nipping the trousers.
Dad.
I pick one of them up, and I tie a little note to its leg, and I tell it to leave.
Go home, basically.
Go home.
Yeah, I would have checked in with Celine and Kaber. I assume they've been on like the main road kind of thing, so just walking down that, right? And
Yeah.
everything's fine.
As usual, they're walking in tandem with a giant man followed by a tiny little girl.
Are we playing it out? Or
If you have something you want to ask them, sure.
just if everything was fine and nothing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
No,
yeah,
there's been no sign of anyone trying to cross over or anything dodgy. They Celine does mention the fact that there's been a few odd looks, but she's kind of got used to that by now.
Celine, you wear very extravagant dresses. At like whatever time it is in the morning right now.
Still don't see why people need to be suspicious.
Better to be safe than eaten in the night.
But they don't know that.
Dead.
Yeah, I mean, could be anything. So, I don't know. I don't know what to tell you.
Did everything go well with the birds?
Yeah.
We think so?
Got a maybe new friend. Birdman.
We met a birdman. Yeah. We met a guy. He just has
Is
all the
that-
birds.
A man with birds or a man who is a bird?
The first one. Although I'm not ruling out the second yet.
No.
Yeah.
Could also be a man who can turn into a bird
Ah, we didn't check that.
and then turn back.
Hmm.
I'm just saying.
We should check that.
It wouldn't surprise me in this city.
No. And Chrys is just having a flashback to being like, oh god, I hope Aiden isn't flying around with a giant bat right now. Like, oh wait. I just need to go. I'm just gonna go and like ring Aiden, or try to ring Aiden, but like, just you're not flying around the city, right? Just in case.
Yeah, Aiden picks up. Hello?
Hi.
Chrys, hey, what's up?
Wanted to make sure you got my message, and I had a worrying moment.
Right, okay.
Not that I'm assuming that you would do this, but you haven't been flying around the city as a giant bat, right?
I'm not in the city, Chrys.
Well, no, I'm just making sure that you wouldn't do that.
Why would I do that?
Because it seems like a bad idea, and you would do that.
Have you been running around the city as a bloody great thing?
One time, yeah.
Well, then I'm currently beating you because I haven't done it yet. So
Well, don't eat people on the full moon, okay?
what?
Hang up the phone.
Yeah, it's like what? And then just
Fine.
like 20 seconds later, you get a message on your phone. Just all
Um.
capitals with an exclamation mark. Dick.
And she's gonna reply with face. That's it. Carry on. Everything's fine.
Really like brother and sister. It's kind of hilarious.
Well, everything's fine. And see, I told him about the moon. No, but like, is that like the third or fourth thing on the list today? I can't remember. Oh,
Cass, check your list. Did you write it down?
No, it's all up here.
Great. Right where I could see it.
Oh, you want me to write it down?
No, it's fine. Whatever. Just what's next on the list here? Now that we have figured out the Birdman.
That was on the list.
Well, that's up to you. I am hungry.
already?
What do you mean already?
We only went to the bookshop the other day.
I was distracted by books. Also, stop following me.
You
We're
went to
walking
the
around
book
the city.
lady.
What more do you want me to do right now?
Are you going to the book lady?
That's none of your business. We've discussed this.
Ooh, Cassius. Cassius has a date.
He has two
You still
dates.
have
My
a
date.
date.
Yeah.
Right,
I
right,
didn't
right.
I'm gonna go
but,
pick
like,
up the gun, get something
when-
to eat, and see if. Oh, shit, that's tomorrow night, isn't it? Is it?
Cassius.
Yes. Ah,
Yes, your date.
Cassius
Your
and
date.
Talia sitting in a coffin.
Bit on the nose there, Tess.
Yeah.
First they see you play, then they start boffing.
Hey!
Do you have an outfit? Tess could get you an outfit.
Oh my god, we can go shopping.
how is this the most important thing that's happening tonight?
Well, we're not finding my car, so we may as well do something to distract me from impending madness.
When is the opening?
Good question. When is the opening? Have I set a date for that yet? No.
No.
Um,
You had the option of in the next few days, with it not completely renovated and looking great, or to delay for like a week or so to get everything
Yeah.
finished, and you decided to
Only,
delay for a
I
week.
wanted
or so.
to delay, yeah.
we
You
only
still had a
have
couple
2 weeks
things.
though.
So it can be next week. Right?
Yep.
So
And that was actually something I wasn't sure. I think I may have missed. You did tell them 2 weeks for the.
Nope.
Oh, okay, then never mind.
Didn't-
I just made a point of saying you don't have long.
Yes.
I left it very ominous.
Okay.
Yeah, I was like, where's 2 weeks come from? Have I missed something?
And I stepped out for a moment, so I wasn't sure.
Someone watched the snack shot today. 2 weeks was mentioned in the snack shot, but not to you guys.
Sorry about that.
But TikTok,
That's
that's pretty much all you
meta.
got.
I mean, you know, when
He
you
did say we don't have much time.
I think
Well,
a
wait.
week should be fine, right? Maybe, possibly. I don't know. Time is an illusion and isn't real.
Lunchtime doubly so. I am leaving now. If you want to come with me and pick out something for me to wear for a date with possibly the most powerful Ventru in the city, then you can. Otherwise, I'm gonna go get a very fancy gun.
Wait. I thought I misheard you that first time, but you actually did say gun. Why are you getting a gun?
I was trying to think of an appropriate present for her.
And a deadly weapon.
For
It's
Talia,
practical.
that
Yeah.
kind of makes
apparently.
sense.
It's Talia. If she wants to kill me, there are a million other ways.
She'll appreciate it, I think.
And if she thinks she can get me with a gun, she's got another thing coming. Anyway, we're friends.
Friends in the bed, more like.
Do you want to come and help dress me?
Just so she can undress you? Yeah, all right. Let's go shopping.
Hooray.
Okay. So Cassius and Tess are heading up to do some shopping, but also to Mr. Hung, I believe.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yes.
That's always going to be fun.
I love Mr. Hung.
What about Chrys and Nahari? What are your plans?
Super not going shopping right now.
Yeah.
No. She set Tess off on this journey. She is like backing away. like, I wasn't actually. I was just having a think then what she can get up to today. I think probably check in with Eli on the way past.
Do a little security check and
Yeah,
keep
and
an eye
like
on
see how the
things.
front are getting on because they've been like on their own for a little bit. It's like
Yeah.
good to make sure
I'll
they're
come with.
not causing havoc, basically.
Yeah. Okay.
And they're feeling like part of the group. So we head towards the warehouse.
Sure. Okay. There's not too much going on, so it would be like, unless you have something specific you'd like to talk to any of them about, it will be mostly yes, everything is fine. Oh, look at the club, isn't it coming along nicely? At which point Chris's brain goes and stops paying any attention. Everyone's doing pretty well. I don't know how much you'd tell them about the old guard, so most likely they are just carrying on as needed. Gimlet is settling in with them quite well. Julian and
Nicole.
Julian and Nicole are getting on with him fine, and Eli is still kind of like separated away from them, doing his own thing, wandering by himself. But he keeps the area on lockdown as best he can.
Okay.
Cassius and Tess, where would you like to go first? Shopping
Well,
or
the
gun?
best.
Or Mr. Hung?
Well, let's go shopping first because I feel like carrying around a gun while we're shopping would be weird. Probably.
Okay, fine.
Up to you.
Let's go find the right outfit.
Okay. So it'll probably be around, I mean, the good shops are in Nathan Fortuna's territory, so we'll have to give a heads up with that.
Okay.
Unfortunately. All right, so if we see him, we just act normal and not get invited to anything, and he doesn't get invited to anything. We just like chill, okay?
Nathan, are you
Mhm.
inviting him to your club?
I am. I just don't really want to invite him first. So.
Wow, are you being petty about this?
Me? Petty? No. Me? I've never been petty in my life.
Uh-huh.
Yes, I'm being petty.
Incidentally, when you go to the to Carrion to when you give the message, oh god, I don't even know who it would be. Probably be left with Squirrel, but you were extended a note which invites you when visiting Nathan's territory to come to one of his clubs and feed. And to
Thanks.
it, like it's kind of an open invitation. Like if you come asking permission to their territory, you have an open invitation to come to his club to feed and to pay him a visit.
Great.
Hey, Tess,
Yeah.
I am very hungry.
No.
Are you sure?
How hungry are you?
Well, like on a scale of 1 to 5, or
Yeah.
Pow! VTM joke.
It's fine. I could survive. It will just be incredibly convenient.
It'll
How
be
about
safe
you?
and, easy. So it's a good way to top up.
How about you go feed? I will shop a bit, pick out some outfits at this place, and you can come meet me after you're done. That way you won't get anything on the clothes.
Sure. Where?
And I'll pick out, I guess, my favorite shop for
Okay.
suits and stuff.
Okay.
I'm gonna go to the club.
All right.
Just do me a favor and don't trust him, please.
Okay.
So wait. Question. One thing you could do, depending on how much Cassius trusts Tess, is you could just have Tess do the shopping while you go to feed, and then you could meet up at Mr. Hung's. I know Cassius
That's also an option.
doesn't worry too much about.
Do that.
I'm walking everywhere, so I am like I'm not going to be picking out as much as I would previously and then return it after. I am simply picking like 2 options that I think would work. And I probably have Cass's measurements, not even from him, but just from the clothes he wears.
Okay.
So, yeah. Do we want to talk about Cass's scene first, or should I talk about the things I want to pick out for him?
Let's get your clothes very quickly because it shouldn't take too long.
No. So, thinking like a navy blue suit. Like navy with white kind of thing.
Okay.
And a
Would
burgundy one.
Would you like to get something that, from what you know of her, Talia might like? Or are you looking something that would look good on Cassius?
What would Talia like from what I know of her?
Intelligence politics, please.
Re-rolling that because I got a 0.
Okay.
So
You can reroll 2.
I got a 1. That's wow, not great.
You even having met her at the meeting, you didn't get much insight into Talia.
Do I remember what she was wearing?
She was wearing a business suit. Glasses. Tight ponytail. In a bun. Quite serious, but she looked good. It's just, she wasn't like extravagant, kind of Toreador aesthetic. It was more expensive and nice looking, but not necessarily, flash.
Yeah, I want something that's like kind of similarly in line, like very clean, very businesslike, but still like have like not no frills or anything, like something that's like very kind of like classic, I guess would be the word.
Okay. Yeah, that's doable. In terms of expenditure, are we looking for like a proper nice set of clothes, or are we looking at okay.
I am here's the problem, right?
Yeah.
Tess lost the car. Tess is spending money to forget her problems, even if it's on other people. So right now, the expenditure is pretty high. And I know it's not super like, it's a little counterintuitive, but it's something that I think makes sense for what she's going through right now. So.
Okay. Yeah. You'll have to be careful with expenditures for a while. But if you're looking for something really properly nice, then that's doable.
Okay.
You managed to pick up the things. It's probably a good thing Cassius wasn't there, because the girl who behind the till was fixated again.
She give me a discount? No, I'm just gonna pay for it. And kind of pack it up and everything, and
there
get
are
some nice cufflinks.
There are some really nice like on the counter where you pay for your stuff. There's some really nice, like, not high end expensive, but just very cute bits of jewelry and stuff. Basically quite a few chains with animals on them and that type of thing.
Are any of them silver?
It doesn't look like it, no. But
Really? Ooh. I did have one other thing though. Silver. Oh no, I don't have any other bane from that. Oh, are there any white animals, I guess?
No.
Okay. Cool.
But it does put you in mind of a certain chain you have.
Yeah. I don't want to buy anything. I just, like, if I see nice cufflinks or something, I will get them for Cass, but beyond that, I'm not buying anything for myself.
Okay.
Fucking the goddamn necklace. I am going to pack it up and head over to Mr. Hung's.
Okay. So, Cassius.
Mm-hmm.
You head over to the club where you were invited, basically. There's a well, they're more bars, they're not really full-blown, like dance clubs and things like that. But you're invited. Incidentally, you won't know this, I don't think, unless Tess told you, but it's the same place where Tess went. I don't believe we went into the name of it, did we? It's called the White Cliff.
Oh.
I go up to the bouncer and I just say, Mr. Fortuna's invited me. Name's Cassius.
Of course, Mr. Banks. You were expected.
Great. I walk inside.
Yeah, as you kind of walk in, he says to you, the boss is upstairs if you would like to visit him, but he says please partake as you wish.
Yeah, I'm going to go in and kind of get the vibe of the place. Like, how are the people in here acting?
What's insight, please? My brain is like, is insight the right word? Yes, what's insight, please?
Ooh, shoo.
Okay. No crit. Mostly how you'd expect at a bar. Maybe a bit more exuberant than you're used to, but then you don't go to bars that much. So maybe comparative to Hell, which you have been to, it's a bit more. It's like Hell is kind of unrestrained and kind of free. There's this kind of like easy, relaxed attitude there. Here, it's a bit more, I don't want to say organized fun, but you know what I mean. Like it's just slightly stiffer. It's slightly less wild. Happy but wild, but not wild.
Okay. I'm gonna kind of hang out with some new people, make some friends, and then pick the right person to feed from.
All right. You may go down. I'm assuming you're not looking to glut yourself and risk the.
No.
So you may go down 2 points of hunger, which I believe is all you need. But,
it is.
Yeah.
And I think about how easy that was and what Nathan might be doing here to make it so. But I don't want to be rude to my gracious host, so I'm going to make my way up to where the bouncer said Nathan was.
Okay. You head upstairs. There's kind of like as you go up the stairs and you come out the door, you are greeted with just a nice kind of rooftop. There's kind of very small little bars on the side of the place. There's a few like heat lamps and kind of parasol type things and chairs and stuff. And Nathan is sitting there, just by himself, not really doing anything as far as you can tell, and looks up and smiles at you.
Nathan, thank you for your gracious hospitality.
Mr. Banks, or would you mind if I called you Cassius?
Not at all. They are both my name.
Cassius is then. Welcome to my domain and to my place. I hope you like it.
I do. It's a pretty nice club.
I have a few. This is my favorite.
Businessman. Well done. How are you surviving these nights?
As much as I always do. By the skin of my teeth. And yourself?
Oh, I'm fine. I imagine a man of luxury like you would have been doing a bit better than by the skin of his teeth, though, surely.
Dangerous nights.
You been getting into that many scrapes?
I've been coming close to getting into that many scrapes.
Oh, well, is there anything I can do to help?
Interesting.
We're neighbors, after all.
That depends.
Often.
I have a friend who is extremely useful and extremely enthusiastic to resituate somewhere. Unfortunately, I do not have place for him here. His abilities and his enthusiasm doesn't mesh well here. And I've promised to help him. So if you have the space, if you have the inclination, I was wondering maybe if you could take him in.
Well, I'd need to know more about him, of course. I'd need to meet him, but I'm open to the idea.
Wonderful. I believe you've met him already. I don't know how well you got along with him, but...
What's his name?
Mr. Langdon.
Oh,
Previously of Elysium.
yes.
You may have noticed I moved in when they moved out.
You did. I'm sure a fair and honest transaction.
Would I do anything else?
I'm relatively well disposed towards him. He seems pretty practical. How did you meet?
I was moving in as he was leaving. Unfortunately, he was left in the wind, as it were, when the prince died.
Surely someone that talented would be a perfect fit for your outfit.
I don't really have any use for him, unfortunately. I mean, I could put him on as a manager of one of my bars, but it's not really his forte.
Oh, well, I'll have to meet with him before I say yes, but
Of course.
like I say, I'm a fan.
Myself as well. And if I could, I would keep him on and make the best use of him I can. However, such is things.
Very well.
Aside from that, seeing as I'm giving you such a great opportunity, maybe you could do me a favor as well.
Oh, well, I'm always one for a fair trade, but I remembering offering to help you and you saying that it would be good if I took him off your hands. If I'm not
Whoa.
misunderstanding.
Mr. Langdon is a friend. I was proffering a meeting between both of you for both of your benefits. But if we're talking about favors, I do have a favor
Just
you
quickly.
could do for me.
Langdon isn't the scrapes you've been getting into, is it?
How could that possibly be the case?
Oh, of course.
Langdon was part of the Camarilla, a core part of the Camarilla. Some said he could have been sheriff.
Some. But he wasn't, was he?
He wasn't.
Well, that's a good connection that you've made there. So I'll be glad to meet him. What is it that you're after?
I hear you're going to see Miss Medici.
Miss Medici. North of here, right?
Yes.
You're well informed.
We converse occasionally. Perhaps you don't know it down there at the bottom of the city. Well, geographically only, of course. But, it is necessary for us to communicate between ourselves and between our territories so that there are no misunderstandings. She mentioned that, a night out with yourself was, long in the planning.
I'm going to have a good time.
Sounds wonderful.
does it? Are you jealous?
No. Bit too rich for my blood, I'm afraid.
Well, I can certainly stomach it. What is it you need?
I merely would ask that you send her my regards.
Well, if that's all.
That's all.
Well, depending on how this meeting with Mr. Langdon goes, I don't see why I couldn't do that. Seems fair enough to me.
Beautiful. A fair trade. Always good. And
Right.
I'll even owe you a favour from it. Nothing big, but you know.
Oh, well, incidental things. Like I say, we're neighbours.
We
We
are.
need to keep a weather eye out for each other. So, this has been an absolute pleasure, and I should let you know I did partake.
That's what
Thank
the
you very much.
invitation was for.
You're
Life
very
is
generous.
A lot easier when you don't have to worry about where the next meal comes from. Speaking
Security.
of,
Huh?
if you don't mind me asking, how's Miss Aquila?
Oh, she's doing really well.
Good. I couldn't help but feeling the last time we met that she, actually, it's the time before that we met, that she was a little distraught. I don't know why, but
I
just wanted to
think
make
she
sure
was
everything
just busy. She's got a lot going on.
very possibly.
Okay. Well, I appreciate your concern for my coterie mates, and if there is anything further that you need to discuss with us, come back to the same place you were last time, the lawyer's office.
Yes, that lovely man, I can't remember his name.
Mr. Williker.
Mr. Williker. Is he one of yours?
He maintains the office for us. Crucial to our operations, I'd say.
Wonderful. And vice versa for yourself. If there's anything you need of me, yes, why not? Consider yourself with an open invitation to my territory and to this place. No need for messages, if you wish to converse with me.
Very kind of you.
I'm in the middle here. I have to be accommodating.
You do. Well, I suppose I'll be seeing much more of you then.
Here's hoping.
Have a nice evening.
And yourself.
I leave.
And as you're walking out the door, do express to Miss Aquila, I'd love to see her on the cliffs again.
On the cliffs. Are you going to send Langdon to us, or is he around here somewhere?
He should be around here somewhere, although I don't know where currently, but I could, send him over to the offices, tomorrow? Oh, no, you have your date tomorrow. The day after, maybe, if that works for you.
Tomorrow or the day after, both fine.
Wonderful. I will see what can be arranged.
I go out.
Okay.
And yeah, I go and meet with Tess.
Okay. You head, you find Tess, on the road, getting close to, just kind of outside on the road, near Mr. Hung's place. Little and it's an actual corner basically.
Well, do you have fun?
Almost.
Almost.
Nathan's interesting.
Ugh, don't tell me you talked to him.
Yeah. He has a lot going on.
Does he now?
He knows about my date. He apparently is best friends with Sheldon Langdon. And he's
Well, he
sending
did take
him
over
to
his
us.
territories. What now?
I offered to meet with Sheldon Langdon to potentially invite him into Memoriae as a favor to Nathan.
Why would that be a favor to Nathan, if not a terrible idea for us? That sounds like a plant. That sounds like he's going to be planting a mole in our midst. I can't. Nope. Why would we agree to that?
Because Sheldon is, or at least was, a sensible person. I haven't said yes yet.
Okay, well, good, because probably might not be the best idea. Just saying. Sheldon is he's a smart one, right? Like he's the one who is kind of like the brains behind.
Yeah. In some ways. Whatever happened to the actual sheriff, I'm not quite sure. But, I mean, if he's still around, then maybe the other guy is. Whatever the hell his name was.
Sure, we can ask him.
And if you say not to trust Nathan, then we won't trust Nathan. However Sheldon turns up, he might not even be in one piece, you know?
So you did agree to this, that we are taking Sheldon right now?
No. Tomorrow or the day after, he's going to send Sheldon to the lawyer's office.
Yeah, see, now you said that he might not be in one piece, and honestly, that is my biggest concern. So he could be staked. He could be, I don't know. He's a devious man, okay?
Yeah.
I don't trust it.
He said he was getting into scrapes before he offered to send Langdon to us.
Okay, so he's fighting people? He doesn't seem like the type to fight people. I thought he was making a whole bunch of friends.
Yeah, I don't think anyone genuinely likes him, but he's useful.
Gee,
clearly.
I wonder why. Okay, well.
I just wanted you to know that whatever is going on exactly between the two of you, I see why. And I just wanted you to know. I need to get a gun.
God, I might have to get one myself.
I'm going to ask, but I think I know the answer. Are you going to pass on his message to Tess?
No.
Yeah.
My
I don't
boy.
want to put her in a worse mood.
My boy. Good. Yeah. We'll go over to Mr. Hung's.
Okay. Cling, 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 as the door opens. All the usual random crap everywhere. Mr. Hung in a knockoff t-shirt. Turns around. Big wide smile. Ah, you're back again, yes. Hello, hello. Welcome, welcome.
Hey, Hung. How you doing?
It's my favorite girl. It's good to see you again. How is car?
I don't know, actually. Someone stole it.
It's too bad. It was not you, was it? Of course it was not you.
Too soon, Hung. Too soon. I should say someone probably borrowed it without asking.
Yeah, it's not
Actually.
even stealing. I borrow things all the time. I sell the things. It's fine. Everyone understands the world goes around.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm gonna need a contract for stealing the nicest car with something that's close to what I had.
Didn't we promise some dude a Humvee?
That he broke it. He broke that promise.
What,
Okay.
the Humvee? Oh,
He's not getting that.
Also, I must say, miss, if you take contract, you cannot keep the car.
Why?
Because it's contract. You steal it for someone else and you get paid. I'm not giving you money to steal a car just for steal.
Fine, fine. Just give me any fucking car contract then. I don't care. It doesn't have to be a nice one.
If you want,
I need the money anyways.
if you want, I can have a look around. If there's car you want, but will
No.
cost.
No, I got contacts. I can always get my own. That's cool.
Right. And you,
But,
young man, I remember you. I remember. You heard about the flamingo?
The what now?
Cass tries to remember. Is that the name of the gun?
No.
Yes?
Good. Well, it is obviously out of city at the moment in cage, but we'll bring it in, and
Why would you cage a gun?
a gun? No, I
Yeah.
said flamingo.
Yeah, isn't that what the gun's called?
Oh my god.
I
you
remember
are-
you now. No, yes, you came in about antique gun, of course.
Yeah. Marlowe said there was a fancy gun. I guns
Yes,
have
don't
weird
worry,
names.
there's no flamingo. So what is it you want?
Wait. I want a flamingo. Can we get a flamingo?
I don't imagine they'd be very, very interesting to talk to.
But they're pink. I have a
Do
very
you reckon it would go well in your club?
Hung.
You would have to keep it alive.
Oh.
You would have to look after it. And you
Nah.
would have to pay for it because I don't have any money.
Also, I would need time to find another, because I don't have any flamingos, so I'd have to find one first.
Wait, why did you say you had a flamingo
I
then,
said
man?
I don't have a flamingo. What are you talking about?
He didn't have a flamingo.
There is no flamingo.
These are not
So
the birds
antique
you're looking
guns.
for.
Yes.
Who are you buying a flamingo for?
There's no talk of flamingos.
No.
Ah,
Stop. Lying. You're smuggling in a flamingo for someone, and it isn't Tess here. And it's very disappointing.
I want to use entrancement and try to find out because I haven't done that yet, and I want to do it.
one thing I will let you know is that if it goes badly or anything, it could be detrimental towards your future relationship with Mr. Hung.
Fuck. Do I want to risk it for the biscuit? What do you think, Cass?
That's up to you.
Unless
How badly?
unless you literally want to like grab Cassius and go to the side and have a Soto voice conversation.
I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna be like, do you really want to find out about this flamingo?
I don't know, it's kind of interesting. Do you want it for your club? And are you prepared to
care.
look after it? Because I am not doing that.
I'm just saying, I could put the moves on him,
Oh.
like the moves. But if it goes badly, it can go badly.
Well, and also entrancement isn't a memory. It doesn't like the knowledge is still there. It doesn't wipe their memory or anything.
Yeah,
So
and he'll know. So
you can get the information, but also
he'll know he told me and
Yeah,
everything, and
yeah.
he'll know I.
Okay. So from my perspective, if you want to have a party that everyone talks about, you need a conversation piece. The story is what matters after the fact.
Okay, the club is called Sticks and Stones. Why don't I just get Birdman to bring in a whole bunch of ravens?
Sticks and stones. Ravens? What?
Sticks and Stones, like Styx, like the river Styx. It's on the river.
Oh, I've only ever heard you say it.
It's on the river. It's called Sticks and Stones, like the river Styx. Styx.
Right, what's that got to do with ravens?
Ravens, deaths, birds, Halloweenish vibe. I don't know.
Vultures.
Pumpkins then.
Vultures. Vultures. Hung. How can you get vultures?
You find, I mean, you know, if someone was to want a vulture too, maybe you'd ask Mr. Hung, and Mr. Hung would be like, yes, it'll be some money.
How much money?
Would have to be. And also, you don't have that much money, just FYI at the moment.
Oh, I know.
Yeah, it is like 10 up front, and then we talk when we see how difficult it is to get the animals, and to transport, and to bring, and to hide, and to. I don't smuggle, but if I was to smuggle, it would also cost to smuggle.
Of course.
So you wanted mouse, yes?
Yes.
Okay.
How much for the mouse?
It's already paid for. You paid for last time.
Oh, that's right. Yes.
Yeah. So he like reaches down, pulls out like a kind of wooden engraved box and puts it there. You go.
And there's a mouse in there.
Yes.
I open it up.
It's a German pistol.
So the gun is a mouse, but I was the idiot when I was like, oh, maybe a gun's a flamingo.
So loud?
No, that is the name of the gun. It is a mouse.
I closed the box. Thank you very much. It'll be perfect.
God, you really don't know your guns.
No, I don't.
You need to learn to live in the city a little bit more. God.
Would you?
Embarrassing.
You need to
yourself.
learn to live in England. We don't get guns.
I tell you what, and he reaches down.
Unless you're a farmer.
Here is a manual. No, I don't know what. Here is book with guns. It'll tell you about
Like
guns
books.
if you ever want to read
This
up.
book's probably okay. I take the book. Like, whew, books.
It goes with free of charge with purchase.
Great.
Okay. All right. Well, let's go. Do you have enough ammunition for it? Do you know how to load it?
Is there ammo in there?
So kind of like in the case you have like it's like velvet and inlaid, and then you have like the gun itself, and then like bullets in like a row of kind of 6, and then the magazine is placed into the side of it as well, and then there's like a little hole with like a tiny little bit in it, and that is I think is called fighting pin. If you keep out of gun, it means it is not able to fire. As long as you do not have it, then it is all fine, and don't show anybody. It's still illegal, but it's less illegal if you get caught.
Oh, yeah.
It's called a safety. You know.
It's a safety
Nowadays.
pin, yes.
Okay. Not. Okay, it's fine. That's sure. Okay. Looking good. You got your gun? You're happy? Do we need anything else?
I don't think so.
I have a shipment of rhino horn coming in if you need some lead in your pencil. You mix it up, add a few herbs, add a few spices, drink it down, and you will be good to go for at least a day or 2, maybe.
Yeah.
Makes
Yeah,
sense to
you
me.
should shut up before. Yeah, never mind. Okay. No, thank you.
Wow. You really, you got to get creative with what you want to get in life.
Yeah, but you don't get it from animals, is all I'm saying. Let's leave.
Says the guy with 1,000 foxes.
The foxes are still alive and they've got all their bits still attached to them, so I call that a win.
For now, but wait till I get a nice coat. I could use a good
Cass
fur coat.
specifically does not laugh.
Yep.
Gives you the snake eyes.
Okay, geez, fine. I won't. I'm not gonna skin them myself. Jeez.
Incidentally, Cassius, I'm not gonna dictate to you. You know, it's always your choice. But I will mention that the message that Nathan asked you to deliver passes your mind.
Which one?
The one to Tess.
Oh,
Just, you know, like it's one of those things. Tess is kind of being a dick. It would probably pop up in your mind.
right, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. I'll just be like, okay. Once we're heading out, I'm like, by the way, your suit, I have it, obviously, but I feel like you should probably try it on before your dates, just to make sure.
Sure, let's do that.
Well, not right now. We'll go back to the
I know.
coterie.
I know how changing works.
Jeez, I don't know. Like, you just seem very eager. Just
I don't
Don't
care
take
what I
that
look
gun out
like. I
anywhere.
just want this thing to go well.
don't take the mouse out anywhere either.
Okay, Mum.
So, as we lay a close on the episode, things to keep in memory and maybe note down is I think there's going to be another meeting. It depends what was in the contents of the message to Alec. I assume you're going to meet up again, probably outside of both territories again, like somewhere sneaky.
I can give you my response if you like.
Sure.
Did we have the message? It was
I don't believe the contents of the message was revealed.
I imagine Cass sent something along the lines of, yes, full stop. We have adjustments, full stop.
okay.
Cass.
He will send a message back to via little girl. Do you want me to do a rouse check?
Yeah.
Gotta play by the rules and do rouse check every 5 minutes.
You get
So this would be directed towards Celine. Firstly, my apologies for introducing myself in such a way. It is a pleasure. If you'll do me the courtesy of passing a message towards your young gentleman, who I believe is one of the many leaders of your coterie. The message would be as follows. Dear Ethelfled, I very much enjoyed our evening together. Yours sincerely, Edward. We should talk again soon.
Okay.
That'll be all.
Let's just hope that Celine doesn't go looking for Marlowe. So yes, and to keep in mind, technically speaking, Cassius, you did agree to send your regards to Talia, so keep that in mind for when you go on your date.
Yeah, I mean, I know that.
Yeah.
Cass might not anyway.
Yeah, I know. It's just something to keep in mind for next time because, yes. I think we could maybe close off the night here, unless if there's anything anyone wants to do for this night, we can do it next episode. Everyone good?
I think that's pretty much it on my part.
Okay.
Yeah.
Everyone, please roll me a rouse check then. See how you're doing. I think it was. Is it just Nahari? Nahari, dude. You're having a rough time with the hunger here.
I'm a thirsty girl.
Okay,
What do you
okay.
want?
And last time Chris fed was the bunnies.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Okay. In that case, let's close things off there. And we will see next week probably how Cassius does on his date. Might have a meeting, possibly a visit from Mr. Sheldon Langdon. Maybe we'll find out what happened to the sheriff, Sterling Hardcastle. As someone said in chat, the man with the most awesome name ever, who is the most useless tit in existence.
Isn't he the fucking worst?
It gave me
If
so much.
if he were a spice, he'd be flour.
It gave me so much
Oh, that's
joy to come up with such a useless character in such a strong position, called with such a badass name. So,
Pains me.
let's go
Pains me.
around and talk to everyone, see how we feel that went, and your feelings on the episode, and anything else you really want to talk about. We'll go around from Chrys, Bam Bam, and Tash.
I am Tashma. Chris had, obviously she didn't have a lot to say to our new friend Alexander because he is very slick and she is
Not.
not. So she very appropriately kept quiet. This is Bam Bam. He's great. Hi, baby. But he ruins my life quite often. He's about to stand on a keyboard.
Oh. Who knows what
yeah,
will happen?
He's found the cat treats and now that's it. So it's all good. It'll be really interesting to hang out with Alexander again. And get to know Hydra's new character a little bit more.
Mm,
And I'm gonna mute now because he's knocking things over.
that's fair. That's fair. Onwards to Josh and also Cassius.
Yeah. Alex is a bit of a smooth operator, isn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, Cass is not a fan of that kind of person, but I can see him warming up to him. He just
It's
It's
it
like he
immediately
sees
sets
him-
off alarms for Cassius.
it's
basically,
big alarms from like people that he's met in his past. Like he sees how Memoria can be useful to Alexander right now,
Mm,
but later is when his true character and metal will be tested, I think.
I imagine as well there's an aspect of Cassius's age and the things he's been told about Sabat that makes him a lot more
Oh, yeah.
prejudiced comparative to the rest of them.
Yeah, totally. He does not like Alexander, but he's a good chance to stop everyone getting mushed up into Smeetsy Wargles
Yeah.
for the moment. So he's prepared to put his prejudice aside until it's needed. Nathan is a slippery dickbag, and he knows too much.
Do you regret talking to him?
Not at all.
Okay.
After the meeting where Cass first met him, where he seemed to be hinting at a lot of stuff, Cass is now convinced that Nathan has some connections that he are not in the coteries' best interest, and also he doesn't fully understand what's going on with Tess, but he wants to protect her from whatever this fucking guy is up to.
You know what the There was a moment during that conversation when Nathan highlighted the scariest thing about him. I'm not gonna say what it is, but if you notice it, you notice it. But yeah, I just kind of slipped it in there as like a side. So
He knows shit.
He's in the middle?
wow, nice guess. Yeah, the pure fact that he is literally surrounded by everyone and he's managed to not only operate but expand is fucking terrifying.
I think once we're done with the old guard and the blessed, maybe we'll have to focus on Nathan because he's probably going to like control
Well,
the city by
Gorbin's
then.
not done a lot for a while, so I'm a little concerned.
Oh, he'll
Yeah.
be fine once we explode the ministry's puzzle box place.
Sure.
That's it. Well, that was the plan we chose, right?
Yeah,
Big bomb.
That's
Oh.
what
We went
everyone
with
was
big
down
bomb.
Yeah,
for.
sure. Let's do that one.
Gonna
Why not?
bomb it. Just bomb the place. Just get rid of it.
And I have one question for Josh specifically. Was the confusion over the flamingo like literally, is that a gun or was it just like going
Cass
with...
doesn't know guns.
Yeah. No, I wasn't sure if you were like, is that the gun that I ordered? I can't remember, kind of thing.
No, that was Cass. Cass doesn't know guns. Yeah. And then he was obviously he was indignant that this fucking gun's called a mouse. Like that's any different.
Well, it's not called a mouse, but it's cool. It's a Mauser. It's German officer.
Oh
pistol.
yeah. Oh okay. Yeah. I hope Talia likes it. And then shoots me with it.
Now that's vampire foreplay.
Is that what Cass is into? Who
Probably.
knew?
Dramatic irony, yes.
That's a weird type of pain play, I'm just gonna say. That's gonna be
Peach?
a little too much.
Onwards and overwards to Alex. Sorry,
Hello.
Alec, and also Hydra.
That was fun. You can call me what you like. Alec, Alex,
Which one
Alexander.
do you prefer?
Alex.
You'll go with Alec, generally. It's a little more from where he's from, something.
Just sorry before you go.
Yep.
I saw someone in the chat say like, Josh, maybe guess on Alex's clan,
Ooh.
and I was like, no, Josh probably already knows because it's Josh. So I'm happy for anyone else too, but Josh, you be quiet.
I don't know for sure. I've got suspicions.
Okay.
So that I think the meeting went about as well as could be expected, perhaps better in fact, because he wasn't counting on someone knowing about flesh crafting. So the fact they already knew was actually a big relief. I won't speak to like all of his motives and such and what's going on in his head, but he's certainly at home currently with his slippers and dressing gown, thinking, I've just gambled my life in a power play. How very titillating. And that's pretty much going to be his evening, just enjoying some music. I think he's banking on Cass enjoying his message, but we shall see how it is received. And yeah, that was fun. Liked it, guys.
It's nice to have Alec burst onto the scene and
yeah, he's out in the open, and it's nice that he can be a bit of an extrovert and get stuck in there a bit. He is very much looking forward to chatting with the coterie again because he just wants to speak with other people more who are kindred.
and who aren't Xiomara
And who aren't
and
dirty, grubby.
Xiomara is not dirty.
She's not dirty and grubby,
She is
but
elegant as fuck.
yeah,
And
no, she's just not.
Don't let Tess meet her again, because
Yeah, no, that's just. She's just from a different world, I guess. But I like the fact that Tess took a liking to Alec as well, or at least less of a disliking.
Yeah.
But we'll see. It's cool. Look forward to next time.
speaking of Tess and also Vaddy.
Hi.
So,
Fuck. Tess is Oh man. I'm glad that Cass didn't say anything about Nathan Fortuna because she probably would have gone off the rails. Also, Marlowe took my car. So mad.
I love
It
how
wasn't-
Can't believe it.
It wasn't actually Marlowe.
Was it Mac?
It was Mac.
It was Mac, yeah.
What a dick! It's of course it's Mac. Of course it was Mac. Asshole.
Yeah, my advice would be to go and check out the snack shot because it
I'm
is
going to
a
now,
very
yeah.
interesting snack
Yeah.
shot.
Yeah, it was great.
I deliberately didn't want to do it because a lot of people were saying no, don't do it, don't do it.
They just wanted
Especially for
they
that
wanted
last
to
one.
see your reaction.
I wanted it
through,
to be genuine.
and yeah, there's
I'll watch it. I'll watch it. It looks so like now that I know that you know what happened in character, and now I can go back and like actually look.
I will say when we were doing the snack shot, it came to my brain, and I was like, you know what you need to do? You need to steal the car because it's fast and you're getting out of here. So I could take 100% responsibility for that.
And I provided no
Why
resistance.
do you do this to me? Why do you do this to me, Sheepy? Why do you hurt me?
Like, it's so good narratively. I was just like, but it has to happen. So
It was
Why do you
very,
hurt me like this?
very satisfying
Yeah.
to drive away into the moonset.
oh yeah.
I like Alex or Alec.
Yeah.
I like his character. I love the idea around him that he's just this like Raven Lord. It's so cool. And the fact that he was like, when he mentioned that one thing, I was like, yeah, instantly, because of the whole Nathan thing, the whole development with, you know, Tess's background, that felt genuine. And, you know, it's interesting because Tess doesn't trust a lot of people right off the bat, unless they're like super flattery, like Nahari, and also rad, you know. But you know, like Mac, Marlowe, you know, they helped Tess in a time where it's like she was having a really tough time, and she still had a hard time, you know, reconciling the fact that it wasn't it wasn't his fault partially for, you know, her friend getting locked up and everything or whatever.
Yeah.
But this guy mentions humanity, and over the course of the thing, Tess is just like, that's important to me, and that is a sign of goodwill, and yeah, I'm about it.
Oh yeah. And
Yeah.
finally, Nahari and also Tasachka. How you doing?
That was a really, really, really cool episode. I also love Alec. He's so fucking cool. And so like Nahari, so she's so cautious. She doesn't want to be like, I trust him, but she kind of does because he could have turned her in. Nobody's ever caught her before. That's so rare. So that she thinks that's super badass and terrifying. And
To
cool.
be honest, Nahari hasn't thought above very often when she's.
Yeah, because why would you, right? Like now she has to deal with that. But she she respects people that impress her, whether with their, but like with Chrys, she super respects her talents and her abilities and stuff like that. You know what I mean? So with Alec, it's the same. She's like, whoa, he actually caught me. And he didn't turn me in. Okay. And he's giving us a solution to a really fucking scary problem. So she definitely like wants to trust him, and like it's only her extremely cautious nature that's stopping her from also being like with Tess, like, yes, please.
Yeah.
But she's basically there. So. But yeah, it was a really good episode. I was with Chad. I was really excited also to see Tessa's reaction. I'm sorry.
I think we all were. In
Yeah,
a very mean way.
Yes, but I'm actually really
Y'all are
excited for
dicks.
when we get to maybe go steal a new car together, because that'll be really fun.
Oh yeah.
It does lead up for that, and I'm pretty excited because I'm really stoked to see how Tess and Nahari work together, because I feel like a lot of their skills are pretty complementary.
Yeah.
You know, like forward facing and then in the darkness, and then like whatever Tessa's stuff is like in the darkness, Nahari's just amplifies.
Yeah.
Like I just love because it's so freaking good. She's a living shadow. It's amazing.
It'll be fun. I'm psyched for that. Yeah, it was just a cool episode. It was really cool. It was cool
a lot
to
of fun,
watch. Yeah, it was cool to watch Cass and Nathan. Also, Nathan is so freaking shady. Oh my god. Also Chrys is amazing and I love her.
I would say inscrutable is a good word for Nathan, because it feels like he's doing things and like has an agenda, but
what's the agenda?
Yeah, I mean, I think he wants to just take over, and he strikes me as the kind of, like, he clearly wants to mess with Tess,
yeah.
like Josh said. And that is so weird and shady and like echoes of Michael and all of that. And so like how, like, where does that come from?
Yeah. Yeah, it's
You
like
know?
Being a horrible man.
literally every interaction with Nathan is pretty much why is this and where is it coming from and what's the point, and
He's a
I'm
bad
very
man.
nervous about that.
maybe
Like, leave me alone. Leave me alone, okay? I got enough shit on my plate. I don't need you being a dickbag and like trying to be, manipulate me behind my back. Like, don't be rude. Leave me alone.
Hmm?
Just living my life.
So, for those of you for those of you on
Yep.
YouTube, hope you
Bye.
enjoyed. Links in description for all these lovely people, and also a couple of RP channels for a couple who are doing things. Don't forget to check people out on the other places they do things. Stitch of Fate. I was gonna say Charlie Foxtrot, but that's the one I did a while back. The Last Ditch on Roll for It. Also, oh god, Rime of the Frost Maiden on Table Story, which is where Tess Aquila is a frosty
Literal
queen.
dragon.
Oh, I forgot to mention that one earlier when we started.
You've ruined it. We
boo.
need to start again now. Come on.
Oh.
All right, from the beginning.
Because
3 more hours.
Because every time we do Sunkissed, all Tess Aquila talks about is Sunkissed. So it's so enthusiastic that it's like, oh yeah, I'm doing other things as well, but I'll be excited about them some other time. Right now, we're vampiring.
Oh
Vampire.
yeah, 'cause it's really cool to get to do this. But yeah, I do also really, I love my other show too. It's amazing. I play a dragonborn in Icewind Dale. It's very cold, and she's very different. Like, Nahari's a very warm character, even though she's like cautious and shady and all that. She's just a warm character towards people, towards like the people she likes and trusts and stuff, the coterie and such. This is not like she's warm towards one person, and even her, she's like kind of like
Really warm.
I'm not. Yeah.
When she decapitated that dude with shadows.
Well, like I said, the people she likes.
Oh yeah.
That's why you
But
gotta
yeah.
stay on a lady's good side.
Yeah.
So those things, and we'll
And-
see you later. Wait.
And
what?
you
Oh god, me.
talking about your okay, never mind. Bye then.
And don't forget to
Bye.
go
Bye.
subscribe to Sheepy, but also go and roll for it on Sundays. And also he does a whole bunch of other stuff on YouTube. Sheepdog Gaming. Bye.